Oh, Whale City's gonna be on in an hour.
Yeah. I'll probably swap out.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes, I did. I said plug in our air conditioner earlier.
Oh yeah, I did plug it in. I forgot because it's not a shit.
Warm as a motherfucker.
Yeah. You and your cold blooded
Hey,
ass wife.
she going in there, man, cut this on. Here? Yeah.
Been on for a while. I'll give it extra.
I figured. Yeah, I know it'll thaw out by.
Trying to melt us in here.
It's not that bad.
Yeah,
Hotter than a whore in church.
What about whores in church?
You ain't never seen that one girl sitting in the back of the church sweating like a hog?
No.
That's your whore in church.
Go to church. Church maybe twice. 5 times in my life.
Oh, you ain't never seen one? Wanna do me a favor? Tempted to say yes. Watch that timer. On the bottom bar. Mm-hmm.
That shit.
I was just gonna go plug my phone up and get out for a minute.
What if you come in here? Whiny. There.
Kind of cold out for a minute. I'm like your hot blooded or your cold blooded ass. We are full on man.
Can't
Oh,
help that I
it's
get
certain
cold
degrees.
easily. Felt it 72 degrees cold to me.
Different.
Actually kind of cold
Still
right
can't
now.
see the timer from over.
Wait a minute, I can't tell. Watch my eyes.
What are you gonna look?
trying to match me.
So I'll call you back as soon as we're able.
Alright. Hi. I don't have a headset. No, they're playing. Leave.
So we've already.
Hi.
Probably waiting on Senpai. Oh, she started it. Pay attention this time, cuz.
Yeah, I picked her last time just first in the
Oh, that's why I said just pay attention. If they choose her, just choose somebody else.
I need. I
Hello?
Flash, so I can
Flash.
because it basically gives me 3 flashes.
I think the only people who run ghosts are top laners.
That's true. Oh shit, I banned Tristana, not true.
You banned Tristana?
Can someone ban Trundle for me?
Necro is the last band. So.
Necro?
I'm banning
Okay,
Senna,
no,
sorry.
That's fine, that's fine.
They banned Tristana too.
oh man.
Oh, there goes they're gonna pick Trundle. If they don't pick Fuck,
Lilia.
it's Bambi.
I can never resist. an
It's Bambi,
invitation.
guys. We're all dead.
No, I
Oh,
fucked
dear.
Bambi up.
I mean, yeah, but Prodigy, I'm gonna reverse jungle this game, so enjoy the Bambi top.
Whatever. I'm still not the best with top lane, so this will be interesting.
I usually support it, so it's fine.
Okay, well,
You can't hear. Hey, your mic can't hear her. No, it can. I promise you, you can't because if you can hear her at all, it's through mine, not yours. Because your mic won't pick it up. I haven't heard her yet.
This is an annoying team.
Yeah, there are people that swear on YouTube all the time.
I like certain.
Wow. So we're gonna FF15, right?
Oh, Hogmon Pike. Oh, this team is annoying.
So, Prodigy, here's what I suggest. Moment it hits 15, we FF.
Oh, Combat Whale made a server.
I made a thing, okay. I mean, Connor doesn't use Discord, so. Wow, okay, let's. Well, no, because it's Bambi and the zombie, so we're all dead. Literally, Amumu will tap one button and just kill us all.
I've never lost to a Bambi, and if it's a person who knows how to play a Mumu,
It probably will be. Who picks them?
it's a master level 5, so maybe.
Mastery 5s. Yeah, I'd say they know how to play.
Lilia.
Aurelia.
Lilia.
Oh, Lilia? Oh, I didn't think it was Aurelia. Wrong
Oh
name.
no. Fucking deer. Actual deer.
She's got the upper half of a deer.
Let's see if I get wrecked since I haven't played top lane.
Oh god. Oh no, it's a new jungle. That's gonna be fun.
Have you not looked at bot lane? The Hogmon Pike?
I mean, Kog'Maw took Ghost, so.
Yeah, but Hogma. But Hogma is just annoying in general.
Oh,
Oh,
You're lucky I gank bot first, so. Runes?
Rune set?
Lethal Temple?
Lethal Temple and
That's actually not bad.
yeah, it's not gonna be bad, but it's definitely not gonna be good either. I mean, it could have been worse. You could have gotten like inspiration, arcane comment, or whatnot,
Or like Phase Rush.
or phase right, yeah.
At least you guys have
You're
no
definitely gonna be a
proc, at
hardcore
least.
80s. Like, you're gonna be nothing but
well, I mean,
damage.
I'm getting large.
Basically, if we don't win, I think if we don't win this short game, we kind of lose. But I could be wrong.
We're gonna lose either way, especially if they have a Lilia and a Mumu. So
I've never lost to a Leon.
I've never lost to a Lilia.
I always lose to her. She has too much movement speed, and will just gank Rel and Evelyn, and I'm just sad. I'm just sitting there like, yep, this is how the
Well,
game
I mean-
goes.
And it looks like Lilia is either gonna be top
if
lane
Connor
or mid
just
lane.
such. If
No,
Connor
she's
shuts
going
down
mid.
Rise, then we should be.
Ryze is mid, Lilia's top, Amumu, Jung, Kog'Maw, and Pyke.
Okay,
bot.
then Prodigy's got this as Riven. If she tries to dash in, he's gonna be able to shit on her all.
You think I know how to play Riven? That's funny.
I didn't say you knew how to play Riven. I just said you need to be ready to, like, when she tries to dive, you smash her shit.
If things go wrong,
Your
I'm
first
gonna
skill's gonna be
go
your best
ward.
friend.
always go wrong.
I'm gonna go ward, do a dangerous ward here, and then
Are you gonna put a word there?
yeah,
Hey, I need you here.
I'm doing a Drake ward off the rip.
I know.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
My God. Armor.
Kog'Maw's
Yeah,
here.
but I mean, if they come through there, I'll still see them.
Kog'Maw, Pyke, bot.
See?
I'm gonna need. I'm gonna.
They're
I'm
gonna be
gonna.
leeching
I'm
there.
gonna go to my red. I'm gonna go to my red.
Alright, he's going red. Come on.
Minions
We need to go to lane. It'll be offsetting for them. They won't even think about it.
Because they probably don't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
they're
no,
gonna think
the
that
Kog-
we're gonna be in blue though. They're gonna think we're leashing.
Yeah.
Damn. Hard.
Wow.
I tried to save you.
That Kog'Maw.
If I told you that combo, they're just.
That was my fault.
I'll do whatever needs to be done. Twice. Just to be sure.
Yeah, top of the map is always at a disadvantage. It's just how the game is.
That wolf. Fuck you, wolf. Oh yeah, we're
This bitch.
Imagine.
Back to fucking back. He's in this bush. Got his ass.
Such long range defense.
Pull that back. Pull that back. Slice him up.
I can't.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we just.
He's in the jungle over there trying to rope us. Alright.
ally has been
Yeah. Fuck off, Cog. Busted him. I busted him. Fuck him up. As long as you stay close to me, stay close to me. They both got me in reach right now.
Thank you,
The
honey.
hell? I'm lagging so much now.
This reminds me of our first date.
Watch out, because he's gonna try and leash you with that fucking dagger throw.
Thanks, baby.
He's in the bush there.
I can gank. No, they're too.
This Liliana is just annihilating me.
So we're
It's Lilia.
FFing 15, right?
Hit him and healed us.
Trolling.
So we're FFing 15.
No, I'm doing pretty well right now.
Yeah,
I don't see no reason to.
Crying out for me.
Yeah, he
We
tried.
lose. I mean, it doesn't matter if we're doing well bot lane, because if they push top lane, we're dead.
Yeah, it's just really bad that she has so much range and I have to get closer to do anything.
Yeah, she's just gonna have so much poke. I can play top lane,
Watch out.
but that means we're gonna probably give up.
No,
turrets.
no, they don't. Not yet. Run. You're welcome. Get somewhere. Get ready to back, because I need to go too.
You going somewhere?
That was dangerous territory.
Really?
You lucky I had my fucking 4 on cooldown. Oh, you left without me.
Me up with that magical creature discount.
Oh, dude.
You didn't even tell me about your timer.
I thought
Whatsoever.
you-
No, I walked the fuck off from you.
Your bend towards chaos. Give in or break.
Oh shit, wasted that. Oh well. Here I come. Cannonball.
Remind
I'm
me.
getting ganked.
Yep. Back up, let him have the turret.
I hate you.
I hate everyone today. Even me? Not you, baby. Make them remember. You'll never forget.
The Lilia is not top, so I don't know where she is.
They
I'm about
are
to steal
not
her
on us.
red.
They're not at Drake. So
Let's show 'em what we got.
Thanks, Diana.
get out of there. Quickly.
An enemy has been slain.
No, she's back up.
Well, I stole her red, so
Hopefully Connor
welcome.
could just carry.
Evelyn late game carry, it seems.
Watch out for the. Yep.
Here, back up, so I can gank.
I am. They can't catch me. They can try, but it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I can't gank that. They're too much health.
I always wanted to be buried in residence.
I'm good right here.
Alright.
Because he can't touch me.
Enemy killing
Mhm.
spree.
Because all we need to farm me down so
That's a
That would be Pike right here on the.
Pike.
The other one does the spit shit. That's the why I've said watch Pike. Because he's gonna try and leash your ass in every time. Nice try.
Push up.
Pushing up, pushing up, pushing up, pushing up. Locked him up, locked him up, locked him up, locked him up. Shield for you.
How long since we last danced?
Yeah, get back here, James. Get your ass back here, James. I can't. I don't have that skill. I used that skill to keep you from dying just a second ago. I mean, because Rise had your ass.
I'm dead here. I'm not
Alright.
dead here, actually.
Yeah, I got him off of you.
Thanks.
An ally has been
Well,
slain.
okay, there's Pike.
The only person who died is Billy.
I haven't died.
This is just an annoying ass team, though. Like,
I have your back.
they just have so much poke. That they have just too much poke to deal with. Period.
Yeah, they're not on the lane. Now Cog is.
Trey.
There he is. Stick close to me within this range. If I move up, I can still teleport back to you.
Yep.
Range, you get a shield, I get a shield.
RNG, that's why I hate
Get
Alien.
him out. Go. See, that's how that's supposed to go. I know. I see it. I was letting you know, like, that's that combo.
I'm just
Like,
gonna
I go
say,
in, I
guys.
put his ass to the table, and you get the fuck back out, because he's trying to catch you.
I am
charmed
now
him.
level 6,
Out of there.
so
He tried to pull me back in, but yeah, I came to you.
Liliana is just
Good
getting
thing
fed.
you were as close as you were, too. I'm out of mana, I gotta go.
I can gank, but that means we
Coming with.
potentially lose Drake. So what's more important, lane or Drake?
Alright. Oh, they're gonna stop us.
I don't
Yeah,
really care.
move on,
Drake
move
doesn't
on,
do
move on,
anything
move
until
on,
you get
move
more
on,
souls.
move on, move on. Alright, come here.
Doing this.
This will be fine right here. 3, 2, 1, get the Biba. You gotta get closer than that.
Ah,
Gotta be almost right on top of me. Yeah, but you gotta be within the smallest circle. You gotta make it all the way
Honor?
inside.
I swear, you will be the death of me.
He's under turret right now, and I can't move that fast to get to him.
An enemy
You'll
has
catch
been
up to me and
slain.
pass me, and I can use you as a fucking speed note.
An enemy has been slain.
Nice, nice.
I don't get that for a minute.
This reminds me of our first stage.
He tried to throw his dagger in here and he missed and hit the turret instead. I don't have mine. Alright, going for him here in a sec. Oh, he went invisible on me. There he is.
I've just been stealing this Anunu's buffs.
I'm not.
Do you want me gank top for
There he
you?
is, he's channeling out.
I killed her once already, but she's literally running dark.
could've stopped him from
If
channeling,
She's that
but-
buff, she could just kill me.
Oh, turret is targeting me. Get out of there.
Oh shit.
Nice, baby.
Because I was probably because I'm already in the middle of one. Because I'm already in the middle of a heal. Get back.
Stay alive, stay
Back
alive,
up,
stay
back
alive,
up,
stay
back up,
alive.
back up, back up, back up.
Ally has
I'm
been
dead.
slain.
She's left me. Get out of it.
Oh,
Nice. The
I was just to get these minions.
I know.
Scared
What level is
cattle.
he? Level 6?
Oh,
ah,
yeah. Well, they can't get me. Fuck off, bitch.
he tricked.
An enemy has been slain.
They are damn sure trying me.
That was nice and peaceful. Thanks for
Yeah, I
doing it.
We could win this.
We can still win this.
Our
It's
jungle
gonna-
and mid are
it-
kind of carrying.
It's gonna come up to. It's gonna come down to Connor and myself.
Yeah. Well, I can't really do much because I've got motherfucker on me under turret.
Shut
I'm starting to get the level to where
Think he realized-
Liliana can't do too much against me anymore.
Yeah, but I gotta get the fuck out of here. Actually, no, not really. Now that you're here,
She's mid.
Thanks, babe. Let's show 'em what we got.
he can do enough damage to push him the fuck up off of us. That's fine. He disappeared. You're not gonna catch him right now. He's probably in that bush.
No, he's recalling. He's recalling that tower.
Okay.
That's
They're both
fine.
top.
And he can push. And he can push mid if you're just safe enough. And I can come gank. Raze is gonna probably be
Yeah,
coming
I'm
down.
full health still, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
Amumu's on us.
Raze is
Amumu's
right
on
there.
us. got him
back,
in the
push
air.
back.
Get the fuck out of there. Get the fuck out of there. Oh shit. I'm dead. Yeah, I'm dead too.
Enemy double kill. Killing spree.
You got that? Get that kill.
Oh, I was
An enemy has
No,
Nice.
he went right past it.
I'm just confirming it because I'm like, I was gonna let you get the kill.
Nah, it's fine. It's fine. It's better you get it than I do at this point. Do we want to go for Drake? Do we want to go for do Drake or Rift? Drake or Rift? Which one?
Oh, let's just get ripped. It's right here.
Nah. Drake. This is too important of a Drake, especially if the Mumu gets it. Then that's just 6% more armor for them.
How long's the last chance? Too long.
They're in the bushes right here.
Right there.
What's happening now?
I can keep
Yeah.
them off of you.
Last time it was told me.
Right there.
Man, they wish they could catch up to me.
Eyeball in the grass.
This is gonna be a 1 Rift game, if even.
Mind if I cut in for fun?
They're all three of them are up here. They're goddamn.
They're getting.
Come here.
Do we want to take this engage?
Just you two.
I got him. I got you. I got you. Keep
Okay.
running. Keep running. I
Connor,
spooked
you
him
sure?
up off of you.
Oh no, yeah, you guys win that.
Oh, I know. Yeah. I got 3 seconds before I can use my skill. Get back. Back up. Yep, because my shield gives you speed boost. He's trying. He pulled you in and ulted you. He pulled you in and ulted. So
Amumu's gone. Amumu's gone. Here, let's go for Rift. Rift. Honda. Connor, no,
and I might be able
don't.
to.
Hold the lane. Connor, can you help me with Rift? Yeah.
That was a nice vacation from the tedium, but nothing good can last, I suppose.
No, if Connor helps me with Rift, we can get Rift, and yeah.
I'm gonna try to just take the top.
Okay. I'll drop Rift here.
Alright. Come on. Come on. Stick to me.
Shit.
Watch for the pike.
Yeah, I should be able to get the top turret here.
Yep. Knew your ass was gonna try something stupid.
Nice.
executed.
He's in that bush. I don't. Not yet. I've got 5 seconds.
Turret.
I got
I
5
died
seconds
from-
on him. There he is. There he is.
This reminds me of our first date.
RG, careful over there.
I got you.
Yeah, you can probably get Riz right now.
I almost finished his ass. Just need to get a little more
Prodigy, you
damage
could
on
probably
him.
get this. Prodigy, you could probably get this. Yep. Yep, nice.
I got his ass. Right there.
Careful.
Oh, come on.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
I wanted to wait enough so that
I don't know.
Katie could get there in time.
I'm asleep. Bitch,
Yeah,
what?
that's good. We're gonna be a tower up. Yep.
Your team has
Let Lilia come down here.
Yeah, they're pushing.
has been destroyed.
Coming to you.
Yeah, I can't save you at that distance. You're outside my reach.
She knows I'm here.
One's down.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, you can handle Lilia.
An enemy
Get her
Yep,
one more
nice,
time.
nice,
Yeah, boy.
nice.
Don't worry, Prodigy avenged us.
Yep, yep. This is like my second game, Ribbon.
Nice.
Oh my god, I dodged that shit so fast. Holy,
Victors
I
are
would have been
sole
dead.
authors of
James, y'all come here. Before y'all... Well, no, it ain't gonna do y'all no good to give you 4 seconds of move speed and you're going back to base.
Connor, did you see me dodge that shit? God damn.
Here comes James, and here comes Cogmaw back up to me.
The light flashed before my eyes. God damn. Oh,
Yeah,
whoops.
bitch, didn't know I was here, did ya?
I just used word wizard right after.
Wait behind me, James. You're
If you
my
guys need
escape.
help pushing that, I can.
I think me
100%
and
now.
Connor are just gonna push mid down.
Yeah, we just gotta get to the turret.
No, don't push mid down. Apply pressure to
Take the
mid
turret,
and then
take the turret, take the turret.
let's get Drake. Let's get Drake. Let's get Drake.
I'm trying, they've got me. I was trying, I can't when I'm asleep. I can't when she puts us to sleep.
They're gonna be coming from river. Yep.
Yeah, alright.
An enemy has been slain.
Nice kill on the pike. Nice kill on the pike. Nice, nice, nice.
Watch the Lilia and stuff from the bot lane.
Enemy killing spree. Shut down.
Tell me you got her, tell me you got her.
Shut
Yep.
down.
Do Drake. Do Drake.
Get Drake, move on.
I use their.
Here I come.
Yeah. TP for Drake. I use blast fruit. I use their blast fruit. There's no way they can steal us.
Here's your
There's no way
shield to
Raze
keep you
can steal us.
alive. Get up under there again.
Once magic was everywhere. Or as the
That motherfucker thinks he's hiding back there.
Yeah, just recall. Just recall. Drake, just roam. Drake, just roam.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm going where I'm needed. Probably headed back to my lane because Pike is headed this way.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
James, I need you down here ASAP.
They are slowly feeding me right now, which is great.
That's fine, let them.
They're also feeding me a lot as well, so.
Yeah, because I'm,
You know,
I'm basically two-shotting them at this point.
Once I get Hourglass, I can survive these fights quite easily.
Said before, we are super squishy, James.
Oh, they stole my
There,
camps,
now you got
bitches.
movement speed. I got a ward in this one.
Nice, nice.
There you go.
Connor, I'm gonna come. Come on.
Sometimes I have to
Prodigy, just recall. Prodigy,
already
just
put
recall
one
at the
there.
point. Yeah.
He may have destroyed it when I did. Because he did come out of jungle. Leveling up my ult.
Turret has been destroyed.
I got my old ready too. I mean, okay, I'm ready on my.
Alright, well, if he gets too close, I'm pulling him in.
That really hit me. You're fucking
can't.
hit me.
Where's Aurelia?
We need to fall back a little bit. We need to
Bitch
fall
doesn't
back
let
to
me recall.
minions. That way we don't have to deal with the mages targeting.
I'm gonna need help here.
Costing yourself health, you don't have to, cuz.
Enemy has been slain.
Nice.
Damn, let me recall.
This is what happens when you don't let him recall, man. Let the man just recall.
Like, I'm just gonna continue killing you if you don't let me recall. God.
Rise is bot lane.
Right, just go back. Just go back.
I'm not
There's
making
three-
too
no,
much
there's
of a
three,
move
there's
on him.
three.
When he comes, yeah, there's 3. They're coming to
Four.
us.
There's four.
Okay, if he wants to deliver himself now, that's a different story. Because I will shit on him.
We're all
in that
coming
case.
down, it looks like.
Yeah.
Are we gonna team
Here it
fight?
goes.
This
There
is
it
gonna be
is.
an insane team
Get
fight.
fucked up.
Yep. Airborne him.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do. There was 3. I wasn't
Flash,
expecting y'all
use
not to
Flash.
be there. Yeah, they're easy kills. All of them are easy
I
kills.
died.
Just finish the
But-
job. Oh fuck. I've got my frozen heart now though, so
Nice.
Yeah, basically, since they were all low, I kind of.
oh, they can't attack us near as fast as they were.
And I
Then.
hit 'em
Their
with
attack
my-
speed has dropped by
and ult
20%
that
as long
does
as they're
more
within
damage
No.
where they
50
are. Just wreck an 80.
Connor, help me, Connor. No, Connor.
Wanted to be buried and
There's
resurrected
someone in
as
this
that.
bush.
And I also reduce
You
incoming
You have an
damage
AoE attack?
The
Oh,
Lily
that's-
is on Annie
up
right
to
now.
40% of my health.
Bring him up, bring him up, bring.
Nice.
He panicked. He panicked so hard. No, no, no. Help me with Drake. Help me with Drake. Help me. Oh wait, no.
I'll
Drake's
go
not
mid.
even up.
I'll go mid.
Drake's not even
I
up.
got.
All women desire a
Sure.
combination. Like they know what to do with it.
We could
Nice.
set up for Baron. Okay, we have enough damage for stomach.
Let's
think
get
we
Soul
do have enough
first. Let's get Soul first. We're gonna have to team fight again for either Soul or Drake, and I say we get Soul. I mean Soul or Baron, and I say we get Soul at that point.
Oh my god.
Oh
I
yeah,
just-
damage is gonna help me and James a lot.
Freaking Connor didn't die yet. I just
It's not
realized
gonna
this.
be damage. There's no Inferno Soul. It's just Ocean Soul at this point, but it's still a Soul, and still gonna be better.
It's only a little.
Mine. You got. No,
They
no.
are
They're
backing
ganking bot.
bot.
They're ganking bot. Yeah.
That's
They are
two
backing
kills
bot.
there.
He is trying me.
I'm coming.
Oh, I was.
Don't
born.
come from behind because they're coming back to y'all. Yeah. Watch that motherfucker. He is gonna explode on you.
Raze is pushing top. I'll recall to meet him. I also need
Now
to
that
get
you've
Hourglass
given me room to
myself.
push bot, I'm gonna continue to push bot.
Yo, we could just take this tower real quick.
Yeah, just take that tower.
That bitch. I got you shielded. Just fucking kill her.
I'm gonna build Banshee, by the way. So
Finish her. Finish it. Damn it, he got us both.
I got stun locked.
Shut down.
yeah,
did
no,
too.
that's not fine. Looks like they're setting up for. We're gonna have to go for Soul. No, we need to have.
It's
We
Baron.
need to make him play on Soul.
We need
Oh,
that
yeah,
ocean
that
soul
was the
first. That
soul
health,
fight, I
that
didn't
health will
realize.
help me a lot. The more health we have, the more I don't take damage. Up to 40% of my total health.
Remind me.
Who are you? Flash is really good though.
Do we want to start this? No,
Wait,
no, we don't want to start this.
You.
No, don't.
Don't.
Cogman's there.
There's
Cogman's there.
I have no way to get to you. I'm coming. They're trying to start it.
They're trying. Yep.
You guys have a ward out there? Can someone set a ward? I can teleport.
Yeah, set a ward, set a ward, set a ward.
Yep.
I got one
That's why I
close.
said
It's not
not to
on
start.
point, but I've got a close one.
You have been slain.
No, there's no way. There's no way. They already got it.
Ooh, y'all are gonna fucking stun lock me. Guess what? Who charmed your ass, bitch? Hit the fucking yeah. Oh shit. Ah, I was trying to fucking.
No, I was there. It's just I didn't want to start it because.
I'm dead.
An ally
Yeah.
has been slain. Legendary. Double kill.
Yep, I'm dead here.
Enemy rampage.
It's fine. It's only their first soul.
No, that can snowball. Ocean Dragon's probably the most OP soul in the game. Not soul, but Park.
Should I run more sustain or anti-heal?
Anti-heal at this point.
Yeah, definitely.
Cog, yeah.
Your turret has been destroyed.
They can probably get inhib this. Yeah, that's a lot of
I'm gonna
minions.
spawn in like 8. They can't get in him in that fast. Yeah, I'm gonna spawn in like 4 seconds.
They could probably get turret though, inner turret. Yeah, no, like it's fine, but like I just saw that I was
Amumu
started,
just
but
took a fuck ton of turret damage.
yeah, I know, I saw that on map. But the thing is they just like use the vision fruit thing, and that's when I knew that they were there. So that's when I knew to not take that fight because they were gonna fuck us up.
Lily is behind us.
I'm dead, I think. Yep, they.
I charmed her. I
got
charmed her.
stunned.
That's all I can do for you.
Has been slain. Enemy double kill.
Can you kill
I can't fight that. I can't fight that.
I think you're
I
dead
know,
there.
yeah. Nope.
Oh. Never mind, your bot's OP at helping. Oh god.
Sabotage takes patience.
That scared the shit out of me. Okay.
It's a feather daggers.
Hey, Connor saved the day again. That's all I can say.
Riz top.
It's like 5th time this game, this match.
You want Invis again?
Top. I'm gonna go top.
Yeah, Riz is top.
Give me a sec. I'm coming, James.
Nice.
Your team has
I'm
destroyed
okay
a
right now.
turret.
We need top. Like,
Yeah, I'm coming. Hang on, Prod. Here I
He
come.
ran. He knows
Yeah.
how
Of
to
course.
kill him.
I'm gonna go get the scuttle and then gank him.
I'm gonna try and see if I can push him further down.
I don't know how far he ran.
I'm coming. I'm about to top.
I'm gonna take this red.
Right.
Yeah, just take. At this point, guys, if you see my buffs, just take him. He probably recalled. He's 100% recalling. Annie, watch out. I can gank that. Just fall back, fall back. Riven, don't enter that. Riven, don't enter that.
I'm distracted.
Ooh, okay.
So let's make a move.
You mean the Baron?
They got 3
Looks
here,
like they're in a major
however.
team fight in bot.
I am stun locked. I literally. Oh my
Oh, I'm putting
god.
them wherever I can put them.
An enemy has been slain.
Connor,
I have 6 wards, James.
I got stunned for 5 seconds.
Connor's. Riz.
Here right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
let's
Baron
just
play
let's
most
just do
definitely. Baron play is the most definite right now. Come on. I'm already here. I'm waiting on y'all. Give me something to say. Tell me when to
Oh,
start.
start
Here we go. Here we go. You need to play further back, James.
I'm playing it far back.
Yeah, but you're my escape tactic. Remember? I can use y'all to get the fuck in and out of there. Avoid some damage for a minute. There. He's dead. That's ours. Everybody back.
No, don't back. We're gonna take this straight to. We're gonna take this straight to Soul.
Alright.
Man,
Get me a ward down there and I'll teleport to you.
Chaos.
I don't have any wards up. Someone else is gonna have to do
I
that.
can't catch him. Oh, there's 2 here, 2 here.
There's the whole team's here. The whole
Yeah, I see him. I see him. Oh, he tried. That was
They have a
cute.
ward right there.
It's only here jungle.
They're starting it. They started it for me. They started it for us, man. Nice tips.
I got
Nice tip.
Cogmaw
Nice
on
tip.
me. I couldn't get away. Finish it, James. Finish it, finish it, finish it, finish it, finish it.
Did
Finish
it. I
it,
did
finish
it.
it, finish it, finish it, finish
Ambi-
it.
Ambi-
Finish it.
How did that not finish? And they didn't break me because he went into the jungle.
Lilia, come up behind you. Lilia, come up behind you.
Your turret
He
has
probably
been
hit a heal on his way out because he's a support.
down.
I don't know. I don't know what the plan is, but I know that move.
We need to go to bot turret because it has got minions all the fuck over it.
Yeah, you guys are gonna have to clear that wave.
I'm gonna bot and well, Andy's the bot, so I'll go top. Figure that out. Since he's going bot.
Annie put me to sleep. Am I dead here?
You mean Lilia?
Yep, I called her by her wrong name the entire game, dude.
You're dead there.
Ally has been
Yeah,
slain.
I can't escape.
I'll wait in jungle to gank them as they're pushing up.
I'll get my.
They're pushing back. They're pushing back. What?
I know I'm being feisty.
No, go mid. Go mid. They have 3 mid.
No.
3 mid. If we team fight here, we can end it. We team fight here, we win, and we end it. No, it's fine. It's fine, man.
Watch out for the Cogmaw.
I can't really get to him. Yeah.
Oh, you're running the what's it called, Harvester. I thought you were running.
No. No, Harvester. I find Harvesters better, personally. I like Harvester a lot more. I'm gonna have to do that to stay alive.
I'm so surprised you didn't get that assassinate though. That person was one.
Yeah.
Oh, here you go, everybody's movement speed. He's dead. Step in on my people again, motherfuckers. I got y'all, don't you worry. Y'all ain't gonna die while I still got shields to throw.
I'm warding over the wall.
I just saved you from a turret shot, cause yeah, but not as bad as it would have, I promise. That bitch just flashed out. Yeah, and that motherfucker just ran like a... Back up a little bit.
Yeah. Already doing that. Don't worry, my disengage is huge. Riven, do you need help?
Oh no, I used you
No,
to
I'm fine.
disengage. You were my disengage.
God
Sure.
damn, she keeps running.
Yeah. You really need to run exhaust against an Aurelia.
Fucking hell.
Oh, we got Ocean? Cool.
This bitch, I'm literally gonna die from her because how much she runs.
Bye-bye.
God damn.
We can still lose this. Elder is
Oh,
their
yeah.
win con. Their Elder is their win con. They're pushing top as well. So
Let them. I'm gonna keep pushing mid, make them have to come back and face me.
yeah, I'm gonna have to gank top. I'm gonna have to gank top.
That's fine. Do what you gotta do. Here comes the prod in front of them anyways.
He's running like a bitch.
Oh,
He's
look
using,
look who
he's
wants to
using
try
ghost.
me
I can't
again.
catch him.
Hey, if he wants to play that.
I've made them
way.
come back to me.
Mumu's down mid. Yeah, they're rotating mid.
Yeah, they
They're
come
put
mid.
full push mid. Yeah.
Legendary.
I wonder if that Mumu thinks he can sneak around behind me. Because I hate to tell him this, but that's not what's about to happen. Watch out for this motherfucker.
Legendary.
Yeah,
Yep. He flashed.
yeah, they all did.
Right here, please.
Coming back like an idiot.
Got it.
He tried to pull you in and pulled in the bear, Connor. That's not what you want to do.
I'm gonna go clear top.
Come here. There you go. That's movement speed.
Legendary. Shut down.
Yeah. Okay. That's completely. Yeah. Okay. Sure. That makes sense. Should I build Void Staff or Death Cap now?
Oh, forgot.
Probably Death Cap. They're not really running armor. The only one running armor is your jungler.
That's true.
The Cogmom might be running armor.
Your team has destroyed.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Your team has
That
destroyed.
Cogmom
So I
almost
got
got me
Banshee
just then.
Veil as well. So.
Get out of here, Connor.
Ally has been slain.
Shit. I don't think we can do Elder. I don't think we can even do Elder now. There goes. Yeah, they're just full pushing now. Connor, you're gonna have to stay alive somehow.
I mean, we got 3 alive.
I mean, if Connor dies here, which is a possibility,
No, his health hasn't moved and he's been stinging him.
coming right up. I may not be able
Plant
to
me a
do much
ward,
like
Connor.
myself.
Nature is
James,
wild
plant
on
me a
tape,
ward.
not balanced.
Right in there wherever you are. Give me a ward. Alright,
Yeah.
when I come back, I'm coming
Okay.
straight to it.
Elder is their win con now. Only 4 of them have it though, which is good. Erase doesn't have it. Yep. Yep. Welcome to
Rise.
how. Do you see why? Do you see why? Why
Everything
I
is
said?
true damage.
I'm in
Yeah.
to 15.
Going main.
I'm 0, 9, and 11.
I'm to
I'm level 18.
So how are we gonna play this? Do you want the blue buff as well?
I already have blue. I took their doubles.
Has been destroyed.
Okay.
Rise is trying to push mid lane
Is Rise
turret.
by himself?
Yeah,
That's
completely
so
about the
stupid.
solo because they have Baron.
No, they don't have Baron. Did
Yeah,
they
they
just
do.
get Baron?
Yeah, they just got Baron.
Shut down.
Shut him
Well, there
down.
goes one person's Baron and Elder. So
This reminds me of our first day.
Yeah, she tried that. Look at her teleporting the fuck in. Was nothing I could do.
She is 1. Is that Ignite gonna kill her?
there's no way it can.
I tried to throw the shield on you, I just
Got it.
couldn't.
yeah, but why not?
It's because she has a permanent asleep stun lock. Like it locks you up for a fucking minute. When she puts you to sleep, no. When she hits you with a certain move, with one of her moves, yeah, it instantly puts you to
Oh,
sleep.
did I die?
An enemy
What?
has been slain.
Amumu.
What was that? Oh, the Amumu did how much true damage to me?
Too much. We pick them off one by
He
guys.
Did he did 2,000 damage to me with just one attack.
We're gonna
Yeah. Okay, so I have.
do that one. I mean, I can't offer y'all.
You okay? Oh, this is all so intense.
I think everyone's built Banshee Veil at this stage of the game.
I haven't. Fuck Banshee. I don't even think I can run Banshee.
I'm gonna get Lynchbane instead of Void Staff at this point in the game.
I'm gonna run. They can't
Yeah, I'm
see that
running
Hunter.
like
I
200
posted
left.
in all chat.
I'm running like 100 200 less.
Oh, your power. Look at my physical is like
We
actually not
Vestaya
that
are
high.
only half of our full
It's
glory.
only 409. Are you all right there?
They are trying to end this.
Our Vestayan essence fades with each passing day.
Double kill.
I'm gonna stay alive because yep. Disengage maybe.
I think we're fine. Oh,
Oh, they're in jungle. Yeah,
Talking to anybody about
he fucked that
anything
up.
is
He
never
fucked that
on
up
my
so
desk.
hard. Also, guys, so whenever I disengage, I kind of get my full health back.
oh yeah, your ability power is that high now.
Me.
Thank you.
What I said is the Sanctify has healing and shielding another ally. Enhances us both for 6 seconds. Greater
Nice,
attacks 10 to
nice.
30% ally attack speed and 5 to 20 ally magic.
Man,
damage.
these
Like
guys are great at running.
So whenever I shield you from now on, you're gonna get fucking increased stats for 6 seconds, and I can do it
Let's
twice.
see
Let's
red
push
one
this.
is here.
Let's push this.
I will be teleporting in 2, 1. Here I come, boys.
Your turret has been destroyed.
You are also the ADC. ADCs are known to not have a lot of health.
Yeah.
Tavern thralls just seem to find me. Do I really need this?
An ally
She's
I'm gonna have
charmed.
to
You can
use
probably
that.
finish that.
an
No, we
ally
can't.
has been slain.
Okay,
Couldn't
no,
hit
we
her with
can't.
it.
You could. You could. Oh.
No, I don't have any movement speed.
Damn, I should have popped my movement speed. That's my bad.
No, it's good. Ah, shit, yeah, they just minion pushed this.
Oh shit, we were paying attention.
If our existence is everyone else's chaos,
Connor,
so
don't.
be it.
I
Little late for that, because that bitch is full. Yeah, they're just minion pushing at this point.
I always find a weak spot.
They know they can't take us in a full-on team fight.
they're going for
You notice
Elder
they'll
again.
sting us and then run. Yeah, they're definitely going Elder again.
Can we even contest this with 2 deaths?
I have teleport.
Yeah, and we're all.
No,
almost
you're gonna
there.
have to, AZ. You're gonna have to come down for this.
I'm coming.
Yeah, he's coming. We can push it into a full-on team fight. That's the best we can do.
Raze is coming behind y'all. Watch Raze.
He's gonna try and take you out. I promise you, you need to come on. We're gonna contest this Elder. We gotta get there now. Because Rise thinks he's hot as shit. Yeah, they're about to steal this whole motherfucker from us.
No, I missed.
Enemy double kill.
Okay. I think they.
Enemy
I think they end here.
ace.
I would. I don't know if they're going to, but
They are going to end here, 100%.
I mean, we're pushed all the way up. They're about.
They don't even need to go bot. They can just push this wave into.
I'm talking about it.
Let's go ahead and finish this up. Go ahead and finish it up. Might as well.
Yeah.
I don't think any of us are
We know
gonna
what's
spawn
going
there.
on.
Has been
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
we're not
just
spawning in time, and they're teleporting into Crystal, so like you might as well vote yes.
inhibitor has been destroyed.
not. Don't give them the satisfaction.
Mm-mm. He's talking about
Yeah,
the
we-
satisfaction of destroying Crystal.
Yeah. That. Okay.
That was like.
I did pretty shit myself.
Somebody got an S minus or greater.
I
That's
just
gonna
gotta-
be Connor.
Just gotta
That's
keep
100.
shot calling to Annie, 'cause, you know.
I think we all just give Connor. Yep. Yep.
32-3. That's not fair.
I mean, the thing is S plus S minus on Annie, and we still lost. That, like, if we won, that would have been probably S plus. I'm not gonna lie.
No, yeah, no, he would have definitely finished up hard. Lunar Guardian Gnosis Epic Skin Shard.
Awesome.
No, here's the thing, right? ADC isn't really the carry. Like, it has carry in the name. It's never the carry in even professional play. It's just because.
ADC is a carry in beginning of the game. If they
Yeah.
get fed, it's basically over. But
Yeah.
in late game, they're super weak. Just
Yeah,
because they do a lot of damage, they just will get one-shotted by everything.
Alright,
Yeah,
I'm
and the
backing
thing
out
is,
for a
by.
little bit.
Alright.
I think Sig's probably about ready to play anyways.
I'm gonna go yell at him.
Alright. Yeah. Just invited Sig. There goes Connor.
Connor not playing?
I'm messaging him. I'll probably be back later then.
Alright, I'll play bot.
Right. Yeah, alright then. Let's try this. Check the time, I got a little bit more time. Alright then.
Because Whale's online, I don't know where he's at though.
I did too.
Could call him.
I got a few, but they're all in games, and okay. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna go lay down for 5 minutes then, because my legs feel dead.
We have to wait for Whale anyways, so that's all good.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello? Hey.
Yeah, ooh. Okay. What am I playing? Jungle? Okay. What am I playing? What's a jungle character I used to play?
It's a good question. Volibear?
Oh, Fiddlesticks or Volibear. I should probably set a room page for Fiddlesticks if I'm gonna play Fiddlesticks.
That seems about right.
And not, you know, make it last second.
Yo, Connor's back. The carry is back.
Alright, we're just waiting for James.
Oh, that's fine. Oh yeah, Sig.
Yeah.
I got my level 6 mastery rel.
Nice. I got my level 6 mastery Volibear. Just working on 7.
Oh yeah, Sig. I kind of just want to post this. This is the game where I got my level 6 mastery rel. Just just check the group chat.
Dang, you can send games?
Uh-huh.
Oh wait, your gold min was 9.
So the last game we played, we just fucked up on the last Elder Drag, so they were able to just push us. But it was a fucking close game.
Yeah, I like Elder Dragon on brand because then you can just execute people without looking at them.
Hippity hoppity, goodbye.
Just like goodbye, you be missed.
Yeah, that's how I killed people without them being on my screen. Period, because I would land my W and then E, and then everybody would be dead. Because my E is such a large radius. If they're already ignited, so it'd be like the whole team's dead there.
Biddity hoppity goodbye, and your coins
Yeah.
are my property.
These are my coins now.
Our coins now.
Yeah,
That's how communism works.
exactly. Your coins isn't yours; they're ours. More specifically, mine.
I agree.
But I'll share like 50 with my team.
I don't know what to get. Because I got a lot of blue essence.
Why do I want to make a roll for every single main and just give it to everyone who made that person?
Oh, I already did.
Do you want me to set up the Discord, kinda?
Sure. I mean, I did what I thought was okay, but I
Well,
know
no,
that
it's
I'm not
fine
great.
enough, but I kinda,
I don't know
I
how to
kinda
add
want
bots
to
or
make it.
anything. Yeah,
I
so
kinda want to make it so like,
here. You also
there's a
have the role.
so
You have the
general-
role maker one, so now you basically have full access to the server.
Yeah, I was gonna say, as role maker, can you just click that one that says admin?
Oh no, I made it so you're a master of the server, so you can literally do anything. I didn't just make it so you can do roles. I made
we
it
don't
so
need 'em
you
anymore.
can, yeah, you can do everything now.
Yeah, we don't feed him nothing anymore. Just starbs.
I'll go to the door for y'all.
Nothing much. Nah, nothing new. Yup. What happened? That's funny. Dude, I ain't cheering for no one. I got no team. I don't need a team.
I see what you did
They
there.
can, yeah. What happened? Oh, I set up the welcome channel too. Real quick. Oh well, are you reading Connor's messages on League?
Sorry, someone knocked on my door.
I'm just saying, did you read the messages Connor put in League?
I did.
Mother Russia? Yes.
Yes. And he literally went 37-2 in the game we just played.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is that's what I'm going as Oliver. What if I brand jungle? Hold on, Connor, can I brand jungle?
I don't think you can. You don't have enough
You could
damage, I don't think.
I don't think, yeah. I mean, it's like where
Okay, I got you.
like more,
I got you.
like more jungle is
Going brand
kind of
jungle.
thing.
I got the okay from Connor.
I
Why
don't.
are
think
you
that's-
enabling him?
I got the okay.
Why are you enabling this lunatic?
All you had to say is it's a thing, and then I'm gonna do it. I'm already getting my runes readjusted. We're going brand, and then we're going fiddlesticks.
All I'm saying is if Rel gets banned or picked first, I'm kind of screwed. I don't know what to play. Anyways,
Well,
so
Will could also just switch to support if that happens.
true.
And
I'll
I could
just
also
jump.
play support.
So while basically what I've just done is I've made lobby folders, so basically it can hold up to 5 people, and then to queue you just join the channels and then move up. So we
There's
can
only
actually
one comp
see.
channel?
Yeah, it's because no one plays comp. Let's be honest.
I play it.
Listen, I play it. Whenever I don't play with anybody else, or when I play with Prodigy, I'll play comp.
Yeah, we usually lose, but that's besides the point.
Listen, they haven't seen. No, they have seen my brand, but they haven't seen my new brand.
It's true, they haven't seen my Echo, my new Echo. I don't think, dude, I actually like won like 3 games in a row with Tristana.
Nice.
Ranked earlier.
They haven't seen me when I know how to play a character, because for some reason I go into comp to train my characters.
Yeah, it makes sense. You don't question it.
Okay, I have invited 3 people. Okay.
Cool.
Who do you main?
Who do you mean?
I'm
I
just
think
gonna
mine
create
would be Volley Bear.
I gave you
Yeah,
a
let
6
me-
phase 1.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, look at your roll, dude.
Oh. Yes.
6 main.
Yeah.
You gotta respect it.
Yeah, and for personal reasons, the roll color for Roll Maker would now be pink. By the way, like a bright pink.
I hate
Fair.
you. Stop.
Why pink? Is there a reason that I don't understand for this?
There's no
Bro,
reason.
this is cringe.
No reason at all. Here. No, you guys will. What colors do you guys want? You guys want blue? Wow, you guys went straight default.
What happened?
And then we're gonna make comp player competitive.
Is that all the roles? Top, jungle, mid, support? Yeah.
Yeah.
What color should they each be? What
None.
color is a top?
What is the stereotypical color for dominatrixes? Dominatri.
Red.
True.
Or black.
Make it black like my soul, like my 80s, like my OC's soul.
Who made a channel called Pink? Dude, a roll.
Listen, don't worry about it.
Okay, so there. Jungle's obviously green, right?
Yeah.
Mid is, let's say, blue. Support's yellow. ADC's white.
Boy, support would definitely be a blue. That's just.
Mid. Then what's mid then? Yellow.
I don't fucking know. That ain't for me to figure out.
Fine.
I think top would be like red, maybe.
Yeah, I already have that. What should ADC be? Gray?
Yeah, don't get shit about ADC.
ADCs have no rights.
They don't deserve rights.
I agree.
Even though I play ADC.
Okay, we ready to queue?
I
Yes.
think we're James. He's away now. You could just
Do
remove
we?
him and then he could just join back later when he gets back on.
Okay. Well.
great against this too when they do all kind of group up and go in. If you survive that moment, if you survive the early part of Afrika's engage, then yeah, Equalizer does a lot. Viego can carry the fight. He's got really nice side laning.
Afrika still picked Renekton, and T1 did not pick Nidalee. So we've nailed that one. But let's just see whether they can actually get through this game. Because Afrika, I mean, they do have this composition that can pretty comfortably just dive in on top of you. And if Leo can actually get his positioning correct, which is going to be much harder this game, then they will have a lot of late game damage as well. But it's just going to be hard. Playing around this Rumble is going to be really, really difficult. And so T1 really with a trump card in their hand. Let's see whether Afrika can answer it.
It's going to be very much about execution. These two comps, both of them scale. You know, there's some great parts of the scaling with the Karma here for T1. And the damage scaling they're going to have with Rumble plus the side laning that Viego has. But on the other side of things, Diana scales really well. She has great team fighting. Felios is great into the comp that T1's running. And the Nocturne is an extra triple threat in terms of side laning. We didn't see Faker utilize it to its fullest potential last game. We'll see how this one pans out. It will be on the top side of the map too here for Keen, so it does not have the same global presence in the laning phase.
Yep. Ward here in the brush, so some pings coming out here from Afrika. They know that there's no bottom side leash. As there it is.
Another
exactly
W.
what you were talking about. Basically doubled the win rate here of Renekton. Let's see whether Fly can continue. He has changed up the skin. We'll see whether that changes how he's going to be able to play this lane as well. As against Akama, you're not exactly going to be having the greatest of times, but you also shouldn't die, so that's okay.
It was the worst of times, it was not the greatest of times.
Yes. What I want is I just want a little bit more action this game. I imagine that that is probably on the minds of many.
Yeah, I want a little bit more decisiveness. I'd like to see both teams make complex choices.
Yeah.
Instead
I
of
love Keen's
waiting.
skin choice, by the way. This Spooky Nocturne is just so good. The splash art as well, just amazing. It's just, I don't know, it's just adorable.
It's kind of rare too, actually. We don't see it very often, as much as we should.
Yeah. There were a few skins, because it was one of the very early Halloween skins, as that's a great hook. Chompers come down as well. Leo might just die here. The exhaust comes through. And Carrier kind of wishes that that was actually an ignite. But still going to be Leo taking a little bit too much damage there. And a lot of control going over to Teddy and Carrier.
Yep. Be able to kind of heal himself up with this potion, but still very frustrating. Summoners traded. And with Cleanse here on Teddy, there's no way that Afrika can spring back and catch him. There's just no way. So you can continue to put this much pressure on. The where the wave is too is so perfect for T1. Like, good luck.
Yep. Well, you've got Dread moving on down here. He should be able to grab this Rift Scuttler as Cuz is boosting over, looking to see what he can do. But Fly is there to try and protect.
There's nothing Faker can do at this moment.
Nah, just holding onto the wave, so Fly had that one in a good spot. So nicely done from the mid lane here of Afrika. And yes, it's just some calm League of Legends happening. Top lane pressure in the hands of Afrika, bot lane pressure in the hands of T1, completely as expected. Viego are going to have an opportunity to have extra mist this game, which is kind of cool. If he gets hit by the Duskbringer, he can bring the Duskbringer mist into his mist and get double mist.
Yeah.
And that might mean that Canna will be buffed this game.
There's a lot of mist going on in League of Legends these days.
A misty experience. Yeah, back-to-back
Could have been a Gwen in here too. Sounds like a missed opportunity. They didn't pick it up.
Oh man, I kind of want to leave. That was very good. That was very good.
Well, I mean, that's all that we got to talk about in this early game. I mean, this matchup is going to get harder for Keen as time goes on, unless he gets super fed, which, for Kana's sake, you know, we're kind of hoping doesn't happen, because I would like to see an even game here. But do you see the timing of this roam up from Cuz? He's like, do I want to actually commit to the gank, or do I just going to stay in the vicinity? Doesn't end up leading to anything. Doesn't even hit the Scryer's Glimpse, just wants to have that for later. Will be spotted, by the way, which is pretty nice for Dread. A lot of extra information here.
Yeah, just making his way around his jungle. Cuz picking the right skin on the Rumble as well is definitely good news.
Yeah, I like that one a lot. Well, you know, the first Drake is up, and both of these teams really need level 6 to fight. I would say especially T1, because the level 6s for Afrika are so powerful. If you go in without box, as this is T1, like Keria needs 6, or you're really going to have a hard time dealing with all the aggression, all the CC, all the long range engage.
I think it goes on both sides though, right? Because Cuz getting the equalizer is going to be so incredibly important. It does help deny a lot of that diving power. Still just very curious with sort of like it's a battle between who can carry the hardest, whether it's, you know, Teddy and Keria here on the bottom side of the map, or whether it's just Keen. But Keen is on the Nocturne, and we saw Faker really fall off as far as his power level in the mid game. And we'll just have to see whether that is something that might happen again, as Keria was trying to predict a bit of a juke there, but I don't even know whether Lehends could have possibly gotten over that far. Might have just been a bit of an elaborate bait, as Cuz is going to come in and look for Dread. Dread might actually be caught out of position, but does avoid the harpoon.
Yeah,
quite nicely. Yeah,
nice
fancy
footwork.
feet.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive. If he hits the Q there too with where Cuz is positioned, I think they can force cleanse out of Teddy super early. That was actually really nice. He doesn't actually connect the Q, but cool little exchange there. But at the end of the day, nothing actually happens, and we just watch the two teams fade back.
Indeed, indeed. Back to doing some farming now, as there are some camps coming back available. So junglers back into the jungle to continue eating camps. We have a top lane reset, as the whip has been completed by Keen. He can now spin around even more in that top lane, which is certainly a lot of fun.
Spin to win.
Enjoyers.
This is a very passive moment here, as Lehends is going to use Zenith Blade to grab a minion, because don't want those to go to waste.
What soul do we get this time? I think we might be up to Cloud Soul.
I don't think so. I think we go 3 for 3 Ocean.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what I'm feeling.
Damn, the weather must be still bad outside.
It's still a little drizzly. I checked it out during the break.
Glad that we're continuing this narrative of the weather being more interesting than a lot of the early game.
Yeah.
Which has, you know, it's been a thing. That being said, you when you've got hyper carries in the bottom lane on both sides, you've got level 6 required for both of these teams to really have a lot of their tools online, and also you're going to be playing around 20 seconds from now the majority of the time for these teams.
There's been such a big amount of snowballing right now in the LCK, like we were talking about in game 1.
Yeah.
I think as a result, you have teams making less choices than usual, especially around early objectives here in the LCK, because the risk of thinking you have control over an objective and dying and giving your opponent such a massive lead, and then the first Rift Herald that comes with that, all that extra gold, and the snowball that follows, is just sometimes, especially in a game 3 like this so tense between two teams, they're both at 4-3 in the standings, is the result is, even with these comps, it's like, well, let's just make sure before we get into this fight.
Yeah.
Like, do we really want to do this one right now? Let's check the wards again. But Afrika are going to actually group up for the Herald first. I like their comp for fighting this. Have better control over the top of the map. Viego's sitting under a turret, has no teleport.
Yep, and they also get the first rotation over. Teddy very far away from this one. This should just be the Rift Herald secured by Afrika. Cuz moves on over, does have level 6, as there is the immediate engage, but the Lantern is going to be there. And that is going to deny. I actually think that taking the Lantern there could have almost been the perfect option, which would have got Keen much further than he wanted to, but a little bit too late.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of peel, especially without a Viego here when that does come through, but you just take your small advantages, don't push it too big. Ironic, the Lantern is kind of like the shining hope in the darkness in there for Afrika, or for a T1 rather.
Yep.
I don't know, we just got to keep going with these weird analogies at this point.
I know, I mean, I feel like it's adding entertainment, at the very least, right?
Keen only missed 1 minion on the top side, so you're not feeling too great as Kana here.
It's a big old thumbs up, I believe, there from Fly, as Faker misses the Mantra Q. Always it feels bad when you're Karma. Just putting the Crocodile on the leash, taking Fly for a walk.
Imagine if it was LeBlanc instead, you know, those chains that felt a lot more deadly. You know, the root's so much scarier.
That's okay. Yeah, they're just going to give Kane this one. And that's a bunch of extra money going over to this Nocturne. Interested to see what the build's going to be. Was it Chovy that decided to go with the Gore Drinker Nocturne just recently? Because that was actually really fun.
We've seen it a few times. Very, very strong when you start to get a massive lead.
Yeah.
And into a comp like this where you do want to go deep in because they don't have a lot of great CC to lock you up. I mean, a lot of the pressure is going to be on Keria to hit those death senses when Nocturne engages. Or potentially Kana to stun. There are ways, but I think you are going to kind of freely get into the back line, do a lot of damage, so that Gore Drinker is going to make you even more survivable and do a little bit of extra on the side. Is neither top laner has teleport, so Afreeca with this prio here really can threaten quite a lot. It's going to force T1 to react.
Turret's almost dead at 10.5 minutes as Kaz moves on up. He's going to take this control ward, but Keen, of course, is just going to get himself out of there very comfortably.
Like, this is such a fantastic position for Afreeca in every regard. Like, you mentioned Kaz going up there, but he can't stop Keen because Keen is so safe. He's not greedy. Gets 4 plates. And now they're just like, okay, well, I'm going to get plates down here with my Diana. And, oh, you didn't respond, and I can see Faker in mid. Well, I'll also take a Drake, too, if you don't mind. Afreeca's macro game has been really, really great in these kind of lull states in these games. Yeah, in game 1, they didn't take any really decisive moves in terms of team fights, but even in game 1, some of their macro choices were quite good. Game 2, far superior to what T1 was doing in this early game.
Yeah.
And it's a pretty nice lead they've got.
Yeah, this is Afreeca just doing stuff, and T1 not so much. It has been good play around pressure. Here for Afreeca, they spot the junglers on the top side of the map, and then they grab that plate on the bottom side. They move Dread down. He knows that he can take the Drake. It's all really clean stuff, but unfortunately, like, it's once again this example of T1 just not really doing anything in this earlier stage of the game. Playing not to lose isn't how you win. That's how you not lose, and well, often you actually do lose.
You just delay losing.
Yeah, it's a later lose, but it is a lose nonetheless.
Just hope we don't have one of those really late game loses again with nothing happening, because we saw 2 of those in a row. Would like to avoid the 3rd.
Indeed.
Sense here from Kaz that something's going on. It's going to slowly wrap around. The timing of this could be pretty big, but nope. Keen says, well, if I don't have my jungler here, I'm just going to walk away. And it doesn't get much more passive than this.
No, it certainly does not. Would you like to hear some Renekton
Yes,
lore?
tell me a tale of Renekton.
Okay. Let's delve into that, shall we? As just checking to see whether there's anything to talk about. We do have 2 minutes on the next Rift Herald, 3.5 on the Drake, and we just have some laning. Kaz is here potentially about to dive, so we'll check on that one. But let's talk about Renekton for a moment. Renekton was born to fight. From a young age, he was constantly getting into vicious brawls. He had no fear. He was able to hold his own against much older children. Children crocodiles. We're going to have to hold that thought for a moment. Keen's going to walk down all of these pineapples, flashes away underneath the turret. Now doesn't have the flash. Great hook from Keria. That is going to be first blood. That's all we needed to do. Renekton lore, first blood. Boom.
Bam! I knew it was going to happen.
Nailed it.
But the consequence is real on the bottom side of the map. Aphelios getting a ton of extra gold here. That's what happens when it takes this many resources to kill the top laner. Now, at the
Bit
same
of a
time,
race as
Teddy,
well.
Yeah, Teddy is going for this, but I think they lose this race.
They 100% do.
Yeah.
I believe Leo had the right weapons as well, so was able to chunk through it. Now he has the wrong ones, but still, job's done. Nicely secured here. It is going to be a bit of extra money to T1 in that isolated exchange with the fact that they were able to get the first blood as well. But still, this is still great for Afreeca as Dread's going to move on towards the mid lane. And yeah, Teddy waited for the other mini wave and he will be able to finish this one off. So that will largely just even out the gold.
It's kind of funny how T1 get a kill, get the whole turret, but Afreeca get even more somehow.
Well, I mean, I don't think they do.
Well,
okay. There it is. Splash out from Keria, but in goes Keen all the way. Just hanging out in the box by the looks of things, but it's good teleport to come forward from Canna, and Teddy does a lot of damage off the back end, and T1, they got a monopoly on kills this game.
Oh, they totally shut down that aggression there.
They really hate Renekton lore. They really, really do.
But they were ready for this too from the beginning. Like, they wrap around here, we're going to watch this pick on the Nocturne. And yeah, Keen, he does have to flash early, so he's just totally trapped here. And then when you watch the next replay, which I assume we're about to jump into here, Keria has been here this whole time. He's always got the Lantern ready. So when they see this, they react super quick. The flash actually buffers this into a really nice spot for when the teleport hits. Guess who's here? What's up, Kana?
Yeah.
Is back in the fight. He's going to steal a Renekton. Beautiful play, really nice bait setup here. Playing a little bit of macro tug of war. T1 finally back in the game.
Yeah, and they're also killing the right target as well, as Keen is the one that suffered the losses both times in a row. Cuz now going to be able to grab the Rift Herald as well, and we'll see what they can actually grab for themselves with Shirley, who has been doing a lot more work in the LCK recently.
And we'll find out fairly soon what that ocean is going to be, or rather that's not going to be an ocean, but what that soul is going to be.
Wow, and also
ocean.
Teddy, after like 55 minutes of playing Jinx, has his first kill.
There you go.
Nailed it. Yeah, Faker is just going to walk straight into Fly. Does make it pretty far. Flashes eventually, but yeah, is able to just walk out of there. I would imagine if Fly had have walked forward and stunned a little bit earlier, things could have been potentially better, but that's not what he decides to do.
I know somebody in media is like, well, that's a Faker POG right there.
No, it wasn't the Chinese broadcast. The Chinese broadcast was the one that threw out the Faker vote.
Oh,
beautiful.
I mean, he handled it pretty well. He did, of course, have to use his flash, which is unfortunate, but does get out there. Now, Afrika have the better positioning on the Drake. Let's see if T1 actually can do something with this Rift Herald meanwhile, because I don't think...
This is the Cloud Soul prediction, by the way.
Yeah, let's
it's
see.
Coming, it's coming.
Oh, there it is. 100% accuracy rate here for Atlas today so far.
I actually, like, because of the script here in front of me, I actually wrote it. It's not even I'm reading off the script. I wrote it in, and therefore it comes true. As Shirley, she's hopping down here in this mid lane, and I don't think Leo's going to be able to kill her before she charges, so it's going to be a decent chunk here onto the turret. As Leo's got some good weapons for fighting at range, but just doesn't have any teammates, which is a problem. Teleport to come forward from the Renekton as Dread. Yeah, not going to find that Q either. He's really struggling with these Crescent Slashes.
Yeah, he's like, I just really wish it was a little bit longer. Yeah, it's been so close. Okay, that's...
Yep, Dread's going to eat some pineapples, but he just walks on out.
Yeah, that was pretty... that was kind of hopeful, I think, that they were going to maybe do something with that, but it's all low cooldown. It's totally fine.
Yep, and now they can stack 4...
Okay, Faker this time?
Drakes is okay, yeah. He's going to get slowed down by the Soul of Flare. Moonfall comes in. Faker is definitely dead, but he's trying to buy as much time as possible. Doesn't really get that much. And now, in the mid lane, is where we've got Cuz just defending this turret. So, just caught in a bit of a reset there. Faker a bit too far up without his bottom lane on the map.
I really like that Afrika are punishing him, because he did this a lot in Game 1, too, when he was playing the Karma, and he was never really dealt with by Afrika. This time, they're committing a lot to shutting him down.
Well, Canna's going to come in. Fly's just going to slice and dice through this Viego and get himself out.
I like how Afrika just kill turrets on the map whenever they have an opportunity to. They're just pushing super hard, and when they have this extra vision control, it's super easy to do that.
They've just been more diligent when it comes to vision so far this series, it feels like.
It really has been the case. So when you have this much vision and a Nocturne on your side, you can really just push the issue. Look at the bottom side of the map. 4 wards there on the blue side for T1, where it's just so difficult to actually clear those up when there's a Nocturne that could collapse in when Dread and Lehens are roaming around this area non-stop. And Faker just gets punished. Like, he did this moments before, they do it again, they knew exactly where he was going to be, and it's been his MO. They studied from Game 1. That's good coaching and adaptation here from Afrika.
Yeah, really like it. As now they'll move to almost a 2,000 gold lead. I want to point out as well that Dread is like, what, 12, so many camps ahead of Cuz. Like,
it's a lot.
Just a ludicrous amount. That's like 50 CS. He has taken a bit of lane farm, but as you can see, the lanes aren't doing too badly on Afrika's side, so it can't be that many. just been getting into the enemy jungle and really stifling Cuz, who's struggling a lot.
He's spent a lot of time trying to counter gank, where he was expecting Afreeca to come in, and also had a lot of times where he was just kind of sitting in the brush looking for an opportunity himself. So a
They
lot
did
of time
manage to get
wasted.
2 kills on Keen, so
Yeah.
I mean there's that, but I just don't know whether that's actually put him behind far enough.
But the problem is that, like, Diana is rushing towards that second item here, and that's when Afreeca are going to be so strong.
Oh,
Teddy,
Teddy actually gonna get stunned, has to use the cleanse. Click the lantern, does so. But Lehens has just been relentless.
he's had such a great game. He
Such
really
a
has.
great last 2 games, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like this is like the Lehens of old. He was probably saying exactly the things that we were saying after game number 1. He's like, guys, need to do things to win games.
He is doing them, that is for sure.
Exactly.
He's the one player out of these 10 where you can guarantee he's looking for an opportunity at all times, and he is not afraid to pull the trigger.
Every team needs a Lehens.
Yeah.
Every team needs a doer of things.
Ooh, look at Dread. This is actually a sick play if they can pull this off. I spotted.
Yeah, spotted on a ward.
No minions. Oh, that was almost so sick, that delay there from Leo.
Still, he's working on this turret, trying to get there.
Is he going to do it again?
Steps forward for a cheeky auto with his rapid fire cannon. That one completed as well for Teddy.
T1 do not have a whole lot of control over the bottom side of the map. They're putting now Kana down there to side lane a little bit. They may be able to collapse back and clear some of that vision, but they're going to lose their mid turret as well. Afreeca are in such a good spot to actually get to that soul point. Like, I don't see how T1 actually can stop them from doing it.
Yeah, 45 seconds until that Cloud Drake is available. The coveted Cloud Soul on the cards, and T1 would like to get a couple of those. You know, if you've got a Rumble, he turns into a poke champion with the Equalizer, which is just fantastic.
Finally, Kana gets that wave pushed out. We do see T1 commit some sweepers to remove some of those wards on the bottom side of the map. They don't get the one that's to the left of the Drake pit, but that one should be timing out pretty soon. So T1 are not going into this one completely blind anymore. So
But
that's
the reset timing is so much better from
It's
Afreeca.
perfect.
They're all making their way onto the Rift now, and Faker's making his way out of base. Thank you, observers.
He was actually
this
looking.
time.
He was looked like he was going to go top as well. I mean, he has teleport, but still, you want to be here ASAP.
Yeah, the teleport does mean they're probably fine, but the Drake now available. Teleport to be used from Keen. Remember, he does have the Paranoia, and looks like Afreeca are just going to get Soul Point for free.
Yeah, like, even with the vision cleared, like you said, the reset timing is so much better. Their priority on this Drake is so much stronger because they've worked for this over the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's really well done.
Like,
Okay,
okay.
Solarflare going to get a flash. He'll take that any day of the week. Lehens, every time it's up, it's not, because he uses it again.
I mean, he doesn't, you know, get a kill here, but again, he forced a cleanse last time, which still isn't up. He gets a flash this time. These things add up, but Afreeca spent so much time in that mid lane to get the turret, to guarantee prio. They spent so much time right before that getting all that vision.
Maybe we need more Renekton lore.
Yeah, I mean, maybe so, but T1 here, I mean, there's a way back into this game with a really nice engage, but their comp is so reliant on this Jinx, which is once again going to need time. Go for the lore if that's your thing right now. Cause
Yeah, I mean, I don't look. We'll let's get in lore position. I'm ready for the lore, and now a fight may break out because that's what happened last time. That's what I'm hoping happens again. Cuz moving down here towards the bottom side, looking to try and augment Hannah's push. This tower is still very healthy, actually. This outer on the bottom side, and Keen Spidey senses tingling a little bit too much here. As Afreeca have a really fast Baron if they ever want to start it.
They really do, and T1 have to respect this.
Okay, another Solar Flare comes out, of course, because that's off cooldown now. As that Zenith Blade needed to be a little bit longer, but they've got a lot of different ways to engage. Cuz has to flash, but Keen, really, really nice. Spell Shield there, stops that slow.
Cuz has no stopwatch either. He's going to have to buy one before this next fight, I think, if he has the money for it, because no flash on this Rumble with the engaged tools that the Afreeca have, even with the Paranoia down, even with Solar Flare down temporarily, you've got to have some survivability in this one. He almost dies there.
Yeah, 3 minutes time, and then Lehens actually lands that Zenith Blade because they get the Cloud Soul. He throws out the Solar Flare much sooner than he normally would, and then runs real fast.
Yeah,
the Zenith Blade.
It's scary. Now he does buy the stopwatch, Cuz does, but that's not going to guarantee you a team fight win by any means. This is going to be a really tough one. And if Afreeca now just group up around this Baron, they don't even have to start it, but T1 have to kind of start poking their heads in because they don't have enough vision. Look at all the vision on both sides of the map here for Afreeca. It's crazy.
Yeah, they've got so much. And the forward vision as well. It's aggressive. Yeah. Leo sidesteps the zap. A little bit dangerous here, as I think Cuz could have just thrown out the equalizer and said, like, flash Leo or die.
Okay, this is it right here. This is a really tense moment where T1 could actually lose control of this game for good, permanently, if they mess this up.
Yeah, Keen knows that if he gives away his position, it's dangerous. He wants to see someone turn up, but instead decides that he wants to just get some damage on this turret. This should mean that T1 can move into the river and get a bit of extra vision, and you can see Teddy moving forward. He's frustrated. Leo just goes down to half health. There's the equalizer that we were looking for, but the Gale Force gets Leo out of the way, and in the meantime, Keen is just taking structures.
Now, Kana has teleport, so he can actually clean up this mess down here on the bottom side for just a moment here. They do
know equalizer as well for this potential fight around a potential Baron.
And now Keen's coming back. He doesn't have teleport, but he's going to have that paranoia. They get some of the vision, but it's only temporary here for T1. This is such a tense game, actually, because it's on a knife's edge right now for T1 especially. Like, Afreeca has a little bit more wiggle room to fall apart. But they want to keep that tempo advantage. T1, a one-team fight here absolutely gets them right back into the game.
Yeah, but they need to do something, right? That's why it's so tense.
Yeah.
Because we need to see T1 stop Afreeca from taking one of the next things that they decide they want to take, right?
Yeah. Right.
And it's, look, this Cloud Soul, I mean, we meme about Cloud Souls quite a lot, but it is really valuable, especially for a composition like this, and Afreeca wanting to deny that from T1 as well is really important.
Yeah, not every comp is actually so reliant on their ultimates, but this is like an ult-reliant comp. Like, every single ultimate is so important. I mean, minus Renekton's, but even his is still pretty good. So it's extremely valuable for Afreeca, plus the movement speed you were already talking about.
Look at the wave control as well from Afreeca. They pushed in that top wave. Bottom wave is actually shoving in favor of T1, so that could be an area that they'll find some aggression, as that's a good lantern come through from Keria.
Everybody's got stopwatches up now. I mean, I say everybody, there are 4 in this game.
Dread is about to flame Horizon Cuz, though. This Diana is practically a solo laner.
He's stealing all these camps and all the farm because T1 are too scared to actually control it because they're afraid. They're afraid the Nautilus is going to come through.
Yeah.
Or no, Nocturne, excuse me. And, I mean, like, you've got to be so careful.
Here's the teleport from said Nocturne. Keen is going to come on through. We'll be in position for that paranoia. We'll see whether he just pulls the trigger. He has been pretty keen on doing that recently. No pun intended. 4 seconds.
They have
as
so much
T1 looking to trade. Dread going to move on in. He's going to start the Drake. But let's see whether Afreeca can stop this Baron from being taken underneath their noses.
They have so much agency. Oh, look at this. This is actually so weak.
Box. I like it.
I don't know. I mean, you're going to miss that a lot when they come in. You are definitely going to miss that.
Yeah, well, Afreeca give up on the Drake. They're not going to take that one. T1, though, are going to pull away from the Baron. They're not wanting to flip it. And now Afreeca, of course, have full priority on the bottom side river, so they can just walk back down there.
Yeah.
And with the mid control that T1 just seeded, Afreeca now just gets the Dragon Soul for free.
Guess what? As soon as they get this, they can just walk right up to the Baron and start looking for more control on that too. Like, there's nothing stopping them from doing so. They have so much agency right now with this comp because they have the ability to go in as Diana. They have the know-all that the box is no longer available, so that's one of the biggest tools that T1 has to peel. So the turn is so easy for Afreeca now.
Yeah.
I'm going to reset before they group on this, but I mean...
Not a lot of cooldown now for the old Solar Flare, and we know that Lehends just likes pressing that button.
Yeah, not to mention the paranoia, everything.
Yeah. Yeah, and actually all of the ultimates are really high value as well on the side of Afreeca, so pretty happy about it. Also, Dominus plus extra movement speed feels super good for the Renekton and his stickiness.
All right, so T1, you're grouped. You have this brush. You're trying to bait.
In a little bit of vision.
They're trying to bait.
Yeah, that's the equalizer. Solar Flare comes through. Here's the counter engage from Afreeca. Keen off to the side, and they decide they don't really want to go for it. Keen to use it as a taxi to get himself out. Fly up towards the top, and T1 were looking to collapse in. Not quite able to do so.
Such a cool idea here from T1. They do get the paranoia, which is pretty massive, but a lot of their ultimates down as well. The equalizer being the big one here.
Now Keen taking a lot of damage. He's pretty tanky. Didn't decide to go for any of those core drinker builds like we were talking about earlier. It is still the Stride Breaker, which did save his life, so you can understand why. Teddy zapping through, not able to do too much though as Leo. Calibrum in hand, still
can
3
make this,
cartridges of bullets available for that long-range weapon. Feeling good about that.
you can make this happen once as T1 where you take with Teddy, but I don't think you can pull that off again. You've got to be so careful because it's super obvious that what they're doing, and even if you don't have vision as Afrika, Dread could just go over the wall. You know, he has his stopwatch available still. Like, they have 4 stopwatches, so the bringing a trap isn't going to be as successful anymore here for T1. I like the idea before, but now you've got to be so careful. You've got to make a different call, and removing the vision might be a good first step, but now they're resetting at the worst possible time. Like, Teddy is not going to be here, and look at where Afrika are. They're all grouped up on the Baron.
Yeah,
this is
coming
terrible
back.
timing.
He's got a bunch of extra wards available, I assume. So we are having a look at the gold here, and big lead. The lead in the jungle is just huge. What was that sound?
I don't know, but Teddy will get back here with his Infinity Edge.
Yeah, the Infinity Edge is actually huge. Teddy, maybe, just maybe, it's time to fight now. As it's 3 items to 4 items, as it's been a little while since Leo's gone back home, potentially. But he does have some good ones. Stopwatch also has been put together. Spot Minion Wave is pushing forward. Afrika, in fact, pushing everywhere. As now, T1, watch Afrika just walk off into the darkness. Afrika can do this Baron so fast.
Yeah,
like,
they can.
so fast.
All right, look at Dread. He's way off on the flank. T1 has to respect this.
Remember, Keen has the paranoia as well to stop T1 from getting on in here, or at least stop them from having control. Another flash comes out, another paranoia comes in. And okay, Keen's actually going for this one. Katana off to the side, yeah, might be the choice as the hook is great on the fly. He goes golden immediately, as meanwhile Lahen's just doing absolutely nothing in this one. It's a bit unfortunate, but Afrika still gonna be completely fine. Super Mega Death Rocket does make sure that that fly is a little bit too low for this fight as Lahen's. Yeah, a bit Owen Wilson here in behind enemy lines.
He unfortunately wasn't able to do anything because there was a huge disconnect between Keen's engage and where he was. So he is going to be able to get away here.
Was that not an opportunity for T1 to really do the Baron? Maybe they didn't have enough. They did have a lot of vision.
I mean, they could have definitely tried to clear it and go for it here while you know there's no Lahen's. You know that the Renekton has, or that the Nocturne has to back. They're going to group again.
Well, there's the flash. Carrier not going to find the hook.
That's a huge cooldown gone. He doesn't have box either. They've got to be so careful about this now because look at where Keen is.
Yeah, and also, like, Solar Flare's back up again. Keen very close to having that paranoia. Thank you very much. A couple of Cloud Drakes.
Yeah. It's massive. Keen's coming. They're going to play around this paranoia. Kana spots him, though.
Yep. Okay, there it is. Solar Flare once again. That's going to get the cleanse out of Teddy. Carrier, remember, still doesn't have flash. Just used it. And Afrika move back over here. That's a very early ultimate out of Cuz. Not sure I agree with that one, as now Afrika just trying to burst this one down. T1 will move in, but Keen just decides that they want to secure the Baron with this. They do so, and here's the re-engage as well immediately. Cuz just explodes. The Moonfall's fantastic. Dread goes golden off the back end as Canna's out of the fight completely. Hook from Carrier, but unfortunately he's going to have to try and be the hero. That is not going to work. Dread is just gigantic, and Afrika, I think, have just won the game.
Kana will be the last to die, and that is going to be it. It's a long lull until it's over, and the game ends in a flash. Afrika fighting for vision all game long. Control of mid-prio leading to all of those Drakes they took 4-0. T1 couldn't take a single fight on their terms all game long. Afrika spent the entirety of this game prepping for these big explosive moments, and in the last one, T1, they crack, they try to look for the fight, and they get absolutely obliterated. Much better series here for Afrika. They're the better team tonight.
Yeah.
They're going to jump up to 5-3 here in the LCK.
Yeah, we're seeing the value of proactivity 100%. Big congratulations to Afrika. It was a slugfest as we see Spirit come out congratulating his team.
Goes with a lot of different compositions and is also very high tier. Not to mention Teddy is kind of insane on the pick.
Yeah. You know, the other thing too is that they banned the Varus. So Varus is one of the more easy ways to counter this in terms of the early laning phase. There will be the Senna that comes in as a response. So not from Teddy this time, it will be Noah, who's also played it quite a bit. The Akali was also left open. You and I weren't really talking about it just yet in this draft because it feels like she has really dropped quite a bit in priority just because her win rate has dropped down a lot, and a lot of teams have had the time now to analyze that here in Korea. Being hovered at the moment, the most common response to Akali that I think T1 could look for, given the remainder of champions that are open, It's actually Twisted Fate, but I think they'll have to look for that right now, or it will be banned in second phase. So it's a tough call to make. Because if you're going to use Twisted Fate, you need to have a draft that can also utilize his rotational power, like his ability to be a semi-global champion.
He's definitely kind of an outlier in that sense. Doesn't exactly go with everything, but I kind of do like where you're going with that. They're going to go with the Karma first, though, so we could see that in the bottom lane, and Ezreal Karma lane. And let's see what Faker plays here. You would have to imagine they are considering the Twisted Fate, but maybe even something like an Azir could be an option.
Yeah, Azir's certainly a really strong option, and you know, one of the champions I trust that Faker will be able to make the big plays on later. But he's going to, or at least they're going to draft this Nocturne instead. Now this is, in some ways, oh, no, take it back. They're going to take the Rumble. I was going to say the Nocturne is in some ways a denial pick, because Akali Nocturne has been a very strong pairing to engage from really long range and have really strong mobility in a team fight. Makes it very difficult to respond to that amount of damage coming onto your back line. See what KT want to respond with here, because you can get the, you know, Kench for Senna. It's available. They're actually going to move away, take the Volibear instead.
Yeah, something to potentially go into the jungle. We see one game on blank. Doran hasn't played it yet, and we do see a lot of jungle Volibear nowadays, so you would imagine it is going into the jungle up against the Rumble, into that nice matchup. The Senna, if you do go ahead and pick the Volibear, of course the Senna's left kind of on an island. It could have 2 target bans against her potential supports here.
Yeah, that's why I'm not a huge fan of this Volibear pick, because you know that Rumble's already locked in for T1, and with Karma already in the picture, it feels really not very likely at all that Rumble will be flexed. It's still technically possible, but picking up the Tahm Kench here is good in, I think, every situation, and if they ban the Volibear against you, that's quite odd. That's quite unusual. That's very unlikely to happen. But now they have really strong ban options here. The Tahm Kench, I think, will be removed 100%, but
yeah,
I mean, there it is.
KT also has really good ban options when you do look at it. I mean, already a lot of AP picked up here by T1. Of course, Ezreal isn't need to carry, but has a lot of AP damage in his kit. So you are looking to take away AD laners. The Renekton already taken off the board.
Yep, I mean, you have Lucian removed too. It's not an easy call here. They will take the Nocturne away.
Yeah.
So that's something that, you know, is Faker's best champion actually right now in terms of the mid lane, but it's also great to help against Akali when she tries to go in, and he can obviously make a big impact on the map no matter what. But that's removed now, and we'll see if they want to take away something like a Thresh here, what the game plan is going to be. Defensive support for Senna. Time's running out. Okay, they take the Nautilus.
Yeah. Similar vein.
Yeah. A lot more power with the Nautilus pick. A lot more aggressive in lane there.
Yeah. Harp has played a lot of Tahm Kench, but also Thresh and Braum are his 2-3 after that. So I would imagine we see one of those. They don't go ahead and have to pick it right away, as Lux is going to be hovered, but
that would certainly be interesting.
Yeah, that would be a fun lane, actually.
All right, well, it's going to happen. Huh. And this, and you see the reaction here is immediately Harp actually laughs, but this might mean that, well, it changes things quite significantly, because you have a lot of poke in this lane. There's the Twisted Fate we were talking about. That's something that I would have rather seen banned than the Renekton personally, but they both have strong CC lockdown.
Jace is another solo lane option.
Yes.
And it really goes well with their comp. They already have an insane amount of poke. You are potentially doing this blind, though, into the top lane. So we'll see what Doran will respond with.
Yeah.
It could just be the Akali, but generally not a great matchup.
This is really interesting. The Leona is another option if they wanted to flex all these, you know, around a little bit. And we're not going to see that. Twisted Fate's going to get locked in here, so it's going to be Jace in the top lane. Rumble will be the jungle, not a soul lane, because that was another option they could have gone for before the Jace lock in. But this draft has some anti-dive with the, you know, speed that Karma's going to be able to have. And Akali's not like straight dive, but, you know, she is very highly mobile. The lockdown that Twisted Fate has means that if she does decide to go in and Twisted Fate's in position to actually gold card her, then that you're often not going to get out because there's a lot of burst damage in this comp. But you're up against a Lux now, so there's some extra shielding that has to be considered here when we're talking about the damage, some of the damage mitigation against the Equalizer. There's a lot of range that you're going to have later on in this. Lux can root from very far away. You have Senna, who's going to obviously extend her range as the game goes on. And then KT have some pretty decent engages. I think the odd man out of this one is once again going to be the Volibear. It just doesn't really feel very strong. Can be used to gank early against Faker. And in this top matchup, like if Jace is pushing really hard, you have an opportunity to maybe get some kills there. But the clear time that he doesn't have means that he's going to be so reliant on making those picks happen. So this is a game that I think Blank is really going to have to sink or swim in, very much so. If he does okay, it's not good enough. Like he has to excel.
His early game really needs to be on point, because if you let this draft go free into the mid game, I mean, go next.
Yeah.
This is just insane in terms of the amount of poke and range and damage, mobility that you have. Map presence, you can engage probably 7 different ways from so many different angles. I really like T1's draft, whereas, as you mentioned, there are pieces of KT's draft that kind of seem a little bit out of touch.
The Viego can be very good if he can get those resets, though.
Can be.
And with Lux's ultimate, sometimes you can get people low enough to get those happening.
Their comp is definitely we're going to try to isolate one person out of position and blow them up.
Yeah.
And try to snowball that and get resets. But I think if T1 play as a team and they keep their distance, I think you can just poke out the Viego, poke out the Senna, the Akali before the fight even gets going. So I'm curious to see how it will go. It will come down to some execution, but I do like T1's draft.
Yeah. So Lux is technically a support, but in this case, she's not going to be building a support item because it's fasting Senna, so she's going to get a lot more damage than she would otherwise. So that's something to keep in mind. She started the Doran's Ring here. We'll see what else she decides to build. Might go into Luden's very quickly to have a lot of extra burst potential. If you look at the targets that Viego can copy, it's actually pretty insane. Besides the Karma, which in some cases might be okay for 1 second in a fight, but you look at the Ezreal is the best target to clone in the meta right now because you can jump forward, you can hit Qs, you're going to do a ton of damage, you get an extra jump. He already has his Heartbreaker to close the gap, so getting an Ezreal is pretty insane. You can get a Rumble, it's going to do a lot of damage in that crazy skirmish where you're getting those resets, and a Twisted Fate too helps you lock down that target that's running away. So I like the Viego for that reason. I just don't know if he will get those resets in the fights. Is Harp?
Yeah. It's kind of an unfortunate trade, but again, it is Ezreal Karma. At level 1, you should be taking huge chunks out of your enemy laners. Otherwise, you're doing it wrong. So good job so far from Teddy and Keria lining up the angles to get that poke.
This lane is not quite the beast that Caitlyn Lux was in the past or anything like that either, but you do have a lot of poke, and you are going to be able to consistently trade against an Ezreal here with your E as Lux. You can't miss that really, as Keria is going to go very good.
He's igniting. I mean, they're going for the kill, and there it is, first blood. 2 minutes, 27 seconds. Keria says, get out of my lane.
Well, I guess, we could talk about what you could do in terms of sustain, how much poke you have, but if Keria is just going to walk forward and get that ignite off and get a kill, then I guess that's all that matters, in the early parts of this. This Harp is just going to try to sit here and CS as best as he can now, but he is not going to be able to stick around very easily. He's going to have to wait for Senna to come back. Now, we do see that Blank is in the near vicinity, so if they decided to try to really push the issue, might have a little bit of a fight here, but will not actually occur. Only 3 minutes into the game, this first blood happens.
Yeah.
Pretty rare for LCK standards nowadays.
It's just Keria seeing an opportunity and Noah not exactly respecting it. I mean, he didn't even heal. Definitely a little bit of a mistake. I say a little bit, but it gave up first blood. So now we're going to see Cuz hanging around. He is going to be spotted by Blank, and because the bottom lane of T1 goes back, he will have to give up this scuttle. But he can go up to the top side and take that down. Unfortunately, he did spend a lot of time actually, missing farm while he was doing this.
Yep.
And he might not even get the scuttle with the priority from top lane.
Yeah, Blank's over here.
Faker has no idea. They have zero idea that Doran is here. Yikes. This was not communicated. Nobody knew on the side of T1, and he just slips on down and picks up a kill.
This is the kind of telecom where you and I thought we were going to get today, as this time the heal goes through. Oh boy.
Yeah, saving it for the second fight, I guess.
This has been an interesting early game to say the least, Valdez, but Faker goes down. He still has a pretty significant CS lead, as we are going to watch this Ignite play once again. Yeah, he's in the brush, they don't see him.
Calling for level 2. I'm going to go for it.
Yep.
Wow.
He's super low, got him. Wow, nice.
이거
Almost
세나
couldn't
테라
believe it. And then we're going to watch this play once again. Faker is just completely collapsed on all sides. There's no call that Doran is here. Like, he clearly would not have been there if he knew that Doran was there. And that's a bad math read. That's a bad communication. That was a bit weird.
Yeah.
Like, he had been gone for a while, you know?
Yeah. Also, they knew that Blank was right down there on the bottom side of the river, so you got to play it a little bit careful in that sense. And the lack of knowledge about Doran being there certainly did hurt them, so yeah, just trading back the kill. Of course, still going to be a win at the end of the day for T1, as the last time Lux was played was Barrel's win into Keria, as Keria was playing Pike in that game.
As Keria is often wont to do. Okay, this is not a great place to be.
Harp is going to get ignited again, and the binding is going to miss. Harp is going to have to flash here, but he's still absolutely dead. The TP comes in, Cuz is here, and Doran is going to have to back away, as he's even going to get rooted down. And they're still trading here, as Noah tries to push them away.
It's not the first time we've seen KT try something a little bit out of the box here on the bottom side of the map. We've heard rumblings about Enchanter supports being meta and actually being played in scrims for what feels like about 3 months now here, but it's never actually really happened outside of the Karma pick and the Lulu. And now we're seeing this Lux come through, but we saw KT, they were the first team to actually play, like, technically the support Lee Sin, right? And that didn't go well for them. It feels like another situation where it's a cool idea, but this is clearly not as well practiced as a lot of the other comps we're seeing them run the bottom lane, a lot of the more meta comps. Like, what is this heal? Like, you're trying to catch them with Doran here, but they're already so far out. Even if Cuz wasn't there, like, it just feels like desperation in the bottom lane, and it's a cool idea, right? Like, I like it, and I'm glad to cast it because it's really fun and it's different, but the performance we're seeing does not make me confident this is something they've been running a lot in scrims that they really feel is top tier right now. It feels more of like ooh, this draft has gone a little bit off the rails, let's give this a go, it might throw them for a spin. But no, Teddy and Keria are one of the strongest bot lanes in the world, and they are not fazed by this, they are absolutely dominating this. And we keep seeing these roots hit repeatedly for Keria. They're not respecting the range you need to be away from a Karma so that you don't get rooted.
Yeah, the thing about the Karma is that she has so much speed, goes for the tier 2 boots right from the get-go. Like, good luck hitting anything when she's inspired and running at you as Lux, right? Or as Senna. You know, nothing's really gonna get the Karma away from you. And if she's already ahead in the lane, which she was at level 1, level 2, then she's going to be very aggressive in getting in your face, getting those roots down. And it was just not respected, I think, by the KT bot lane, as you mentioned. Faker here, 80% win rate in 15 games on Twisted Fate. Pretty good.
Yeah, kind of shocking that he's only played 15 games of it, actually. Would have expected a lot higher of a number, just considering how long he's been a mid laner, but yeah. Pretty high win rate. Blank's gonna make another visit. Oh, if he uses this gold card.
Yeah, certainly baited here. Nice dodge on the Shuriken. Faker will be able to step away from that one. As here we go again. I mean, this is not going to be a fun time. I mean, Ezreal is just farming by himself under the turret while this happens.
I mean, she built a phage early. Going to help the trading, I guess. But yeah, Senna early on, not a whole lot of souls. Doesn't have any attack speed, so even in these kind of trade exchanges, your attack animation and your attack speed is so slow that you actually just if you make a mistake, you get punished for it so heavily. Into an Ezreal that now has a Sheen online. So he's gonna actually roam up here for this Rift Herald fight, but T1 have such a better position that this ends up being wasted.
They're gonna leash it.
Oops.
I don't know.
Oh no, Valdez, what are we watching?
It's okay because KT has no chance in the world to actually come in here and challenge this. But yeah, it's gonna waste some time for sure. KT not going to respond with the Drake or anything like that, even though they had some vision control down on the bottom side. Kind of unfortunate. As Blank not confident to go for that objective. Things still looking really good for T1. I mean, all the lanes are doing well. The CS difference in the top side for Doran is nice.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's been kind of the T1 show so far.
We had a Bandleglass mirror for Harp, by the way, so he is building more support instead of damage, and that's obviously going to help his mana in the lane, so that's part of the reason why he's gone for this for the laning part. We'll see what he builds next, but I hope we don't see him end up building, you know, super support-based items, because I think in this comp, you need to have that extra Lux damage. You need to get those kills, you need to get the resets, the picks that you were talking about earlier. So we'll see how this build goes. Might just be a bit of an adaptation considering the lane is going so poorly, but not entirely sure just yet. It's our first time seeing Lux in this meta, so give it some time before we see this item build fully come online. As up on the top side of the map, we haven't talked about this part of the match too much because it hasn't really had any action in it, but it's been a very strong lane here for Doran.
Yeah.
Into a tough matchup in the Jace, like pretty impressive start.
I actually don't understand how Kana got so far behind on CS. I mean, Doran was out of the lane, pushing down into the river to help out with the Scuttle Crab fight. He also teleported down to the bottom lane in that kind of failed counter gank, right? Kana was left on an island by himself to push plates. He was only able to get one, and he's also down 15 CS, so maybe we need to check the replay, but things are looking kind of strange up there for the Jace.
Certainly has been pretty weird. He has got the lane pretty pushed right now, but Blank is playing a bit of a Malrong game here right now. Faker, if he pushes forward, he will be vulnerable, but he's really respecting the positioning. Well, I say that.
I think he saw Blank walk in there. They have it warded. And because there's no jungle, you see Carry and Teddy are just like, yeah, we're just going to take your entire turret if you don't come down here and help. So things, once again, going very well. 2,000 gold in the lead here for T1. Only the Cloud Drake really was picked up by KT. Keep in mind that the Rift Herald still hasn't even been used.
Yeah. That's going to be a big extra chunk of gold to come through.
Oh, no.
As he's still here. Now, there's no ward in this brush right now, but the control ward that's in the
They saw him, yeah.
Is the problem. And Faker still might get caught.
Yeah, he's just going to move away from the ultimate. No stun comes in, and Faker just kind of laughs at them. As he's able to flash away, trades it with the Volibear, and he'll be happy to do so.
I think I know what emote's coming through chat right now, but it was actually pretty calmly handled from Faker. And he knew that the Volibear was, you know, in the vicinity, so ended up dodging the ult there and doesn't have to do anything but flash. As Carry is here.
Like this, the flash comes in, and no Shroud here for Dub. He does have the equalizer as well, as easily Dub will be taken down. Really nice team play there from T1, because it also opens up the Rift Herald to push in and take this turret.
That's going to be a ton of extra gold coming through here. Blank's rotating over here with Harp to try to defend this, but can't really win a straight-up fight. You're not going to be able to deny the Rift Herald. So guess who's getting extra gold in the bottom lane, who's already ahead? It's Teddy, who's having a great time this game. He didn't get those kills earlier, but he got a little bit of extra assist gold. He's obviously got a pretty massive CS lead over the Lux.
He has a free lane,
yes,
right? I mean, that bottom lane is just an Ezreal paradise right now.
He's already gotten 2 plates on top of that, too. Sure, he's gotten only half the gold from that, but we're going to watch this fight once again. It's really well played here by Keria. Comes through, Mantra's the speed boost, gets the root, and Cuz comes over just to guarantee the kill. As that was just a bit of a... We accidentally put the stinger up, nothing happened.
Nobody saw that.
Sometimes you gotta have that flyby stinger just to be like, yeah, LCK.
Kana, even though he did fall behind on CS, you can see that the 3 plates are easily shoring up the gold for him up in the top side. And things are gonna be good for him. He's built that tier, he's got the Eclipse. And now that T1 are ahead, this is kind of what I was talking about when we saw the comps. Once we get into team fights, like, how is KT even going to get close to this composition? I'm curious to see how they try to solve this problem.
Yeah, I'm curious about it too. A lot of it's going to hinge on the power that we're going to... I mean, a lot of it can be based on Lux hitting bindings, but no offense to Harp here, he's one of my new favorite players this season. He hasn't been so great with that so far.
Oh, no. This is what happens. I mean, Karma just dodges everything, and so does the Ezreal. Faker's gonna come in here and clean up, as that'll be 2 kills. TP now looking for Teddy's gonna land that, but the stun comes in, and Dove will be clean on the kill, picks that up, and will walk away with his life at least.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to save the turret plates from going down, but, you know, he ends up trading back a kill, gets some extra gold. But yeah, I mean, we see Shirelius picked up here, and that's all fine and good for movement and mobility in this composition, but I don't think you're actually going to try to outpace T1's poke with movement speed here from the Shirelius, you know? Like, that's not going to help you too much in the lane either. I would have rather seen more damage here because I want to see KT actually get players down to lethal range with some pokes coming through from, you know, an E, and I actually didn't even see what she's building at. We'll get to take a look at that eventually at some point, but like, if you can poke some players down with big damage, then a Kali comes through and starts slicing people up who are low health. I mean, it can work. It can, but I'm not sold on this build. I'm not sold on Harp's performance here, unfortunately, in this game either. I mean, like you said, it's hard against the Karma, but
not a single skill shot hit. Okay, you're just not able to hit it against these two. Yeah, that's why this lane is so questionable at this point after seeing especially the early game.
Yeah, I do want to see if what he's maxing out in terms of his skills. It's probably the E, but I hope so. And Volibear, we talked about earlier, he got that kill on Faker, but he needed to get a lot more impact in this game, especially with a permanently pushing bottom lane. He hovered mid instead of actually relieving any of the pressure bottom side. And now T1 going to collapse in here. Faker does not have his ultimate. So actually, I don't know if they can take this.
Yeah, they don't necessarily have to. The TP will be used, and KT say, okay, get away from the Drake, this is ours. But you're leaving a lot of lanes open, you're giving more gold to Faker and Kana while this happens. And it's not even sole point. I mean, it's just the second Drake. It's not the end of the day. And here we go. Dub is just being burnt down. And it looks like he will just barely survive, but again, he has to kind of evacuate the lane, and that's more pressure here for T1.
Yeah, T1 just have total control of the map. Like, Kana is going to take that top turret. No one is anywhere near him, and he knows it. He absolutely knows it, so he's able to free push this. And yes, the Drake advantage is pretty big for KT, but this is the kind of playstyle that we've seen T1 dominate with so much, is to ignore objectives, ignore some Drakes, ignore some Brit Trail fights to actually get Teddy an advantage on the bottom side of the map where everyone else is pushing top, or then, you know, when everyone's grouped up mid, just get your top laner ahead, get Kana ahead. And this looks like a very common T1 game where it's like, you know, 5,000 gold up, composition skills better late game. We'll see if they can make the landing stick, right? Because that's where things have often started to be a little bit shaky for them. But just considering the performance we've seen from Harp so far, and the way this comp needs to really, I don't want to say snowball, but have a pretty big tempo advantage in the early game, and they haven't had that, I trust that T1 will be able to close this game out. But the one way back into this, perhaps for KT, is to win a next Drake fight here and have that sole point and have a little bit more power and pressure around the Drake because of that, you know, 3-0 advantage. But I mean, yeah, it's not looking great so far.
Well, they have more Divine Sunderers. They've got that going for them.
Joke.
Yeah, that's one of the maybe two things that they have going for them in this game. You know, you talked about sticking the landing. This isn't the easiest comp ever to play, but I think it's generally easy enough for T1, and I would be extremely surprised if from here it wasn't just closed out. I mean, Kana, everything we've said about the CS doesn't really matter because he has a bounty at this point in time, so does Faker. A lot of that is just in plates and in farm, as Doran is going to have some support from Noah here, so they're not going to die just yet, but again, total map control here to T1.
Exactly. This is the part of the game where you're like, wait, T1 actually could just chase KT around the map and fight them because their comp is just so disjointed. It doesn't have great synergy unless you end up getting picks where you have a vision advantage or you have a positional advantage. You know, if you have like Drake Cryo and you can toss out a few, you know, E's from Harp, then maybe you can actually get that damage done, start the poke war, and then end up having the hard engage to finish it up. But like you said, when you have this much map control, T1 has the massive item advantage that allows him to just chase around the map. Like, Faker's a whole item up. Like you said, he has that bounty, he has the rapid fire cannon, which makes him so much more deadly. He has a stopwatch too, so he can be anywhere, he can do anything, right? There's not much that KT could do to answer that right now. You know, you're not going to beat the Jace in the side lane either, so... I mean, this is that ultimate right there is the state of the game.
Oh no. Rumble's here too. This is what we talked about in terms of target acquisition. You have 7 or 8 different ways to come from 3 different angles with this composition. You hop in with Faker and then the Rumble follow-up. That's a really basic one. You saw it there. And Harp is like trying desperately to keep his distance and farm his Lux, but even he can't do that.
Yeah, he can't. Like, he's just so desperate. He's using his ult on waves, you know, which Lux does oftentimes, but even to ult that wave, he put himself in the risk to die. Like, one of the longest range ultimates, one of the longest range wave clear tools in League of Legends is still not safe enough.
Yeah.
And it's with Rapid Fire Cannon too, Faker has that guaranteed gold card. And it's just going to be so frustrating to play against in these next fights. And KT, I think, have to make a stand for this Drake. But look at the vision that they don't have. 3 control wards, scuttle control. This Tri-Brush is under control. You have no mid turret, you have no bot turret, nothing. And,
KT are gonna keep that one ward. I thought maybe Harp would have to be taught a lesson again there, but he's gonna back away. Yeah, and at this point, and this is why T1 gives up that second Drake, because, yeah, sure, I mean, get them out and whatever. Now we're gonna take everything else. And they had a ward to help spot this out, by the way, even though they would have seen the laser coming in, but allows them to react even quicker.
Yeah. Noah comes over on the side, but there's nothing he can do. He's not having a great game himself. It's the way the lane state went. Probably doesn't have too many souls. It's, you know, sink or swim here for KT on this last Drake fight. If you let this Drake go, then T1 just start what is going to be a massive set of Infernal Drakes they're going to get, which will make this even harder to come back in. That's like the one Drake you really don't want T1 to have, but they're going to get it. Because like, you can't contest this, but if you don't fight, you start to lose control of the map. There's a Rift Herald here crashing not into the mid turret, not the outer turret, the inner turret.
Yeah, they're not even going for the dragon just yet. They're still trying to get even more value, and they can take that because the map is theirs. Now they can easily back away onto the Infernal Drake. You see that Dove is trying to go for split pushes, but again, there's a TF with teleport on the map, so I think that's going to be a short-lived plan. Just trying to farm out because he knows he can't do anything in a real fight. As they're trying to get on top of Doran, who's relatively tanky, and with the TP coming in here, maybe KT can get something on the back of this, as Keria and Kana are going to be caught out, although Keria is not going to get out. As here we go, follow-up coming on in. They're trying to get on top of Cuz as well, as he might be in a bit of trouble. You see Teddy trying to kite them out, but not quite able to. And this is a bit unfortunate for KT, or rather T1, that they have kind of bled a couple of members, but at the same time they get the Infernal. It's not the end of the world.
It's not the end of the world, but this is the beginning of the crack starting to show, right? Like, we've seen T1 best goal difference in the league at 25 minutes, but when the game goes a little bit longer, sometimes they make some small mistakes like this that end up allowing teams to come back into the game, allowing some super late game scaling comps to actually come back and bite them. Everyone remembers that Live Sandbox game with the Vayne, right? That's one of those T1 games where it feels like there's no way, there's no world in which you lose that game, but the scaling does come through. Now, the composition of KT does have the Senna scaling argument, but it's not really a supreme late game comp where it's like, okay, well, T1 might actually lose some tempo here, and then KT slow down the game, and they just want this to be as long as possible. It's not that kind of game, but just some small mistakes here and some really big oversteps from T1. It ends up costing them big because they have Rumble solo on the Drake right now. He can't step away from that, and you have to respect that this composition of T1 rather, it needs to all be grouped to actually fight properly. In these skirmishes, you will just get run down by a Polybear who can stun you, who has an Akali with him who can engage from long range. You know, you can't just be in these small, you know, 2v3 fights as T1 right now. You're not that ahead.
Yeah, and it was just one ward, you know, that they didn't spot out. They spotted the TP a little bit late, and they were way far down the lane and didn't react on time, so a little mistake turns into a bit of a bigger one. But again, at the end of the day, it's not the end of the world here. T1 are still in firm control of this map. You can see, I mean, KT, they're going to have to basically climb a mountain to even begin a team fight with all the poke on the side of T1.
Yeah, I mean, this is just one example of T1's ability to just turn on you, and you have to walk away. You have to respect, but then you don't have vision whatsoever. Like, they could all be in that brush, so you have to like slowly group up to toss a ward in there to clear. But by the time you're here,
they do have a Lux. The Lux is going to help out in terms of vision. Again, the question is, can they deal with the turn? As we gotta, you know, Teddy's still doing the Baron. Faker comes over and he's trying to turn, maybe a little bit earlier than his teammates wanted to there. So they're not going to finish the Baron, still just looking for picks.
And if we zoom in on this one moment, you know, where T1 did have that vision control and they did look for a Baron play to you know, have that turn and crush you know, KT, then take the Baron, and then potentially just the game with it. You know, maybe even get an inhibitor with that. Well, hold that thought.
All right, 2v1, this should be difficult for Faker. He's trying to get out of here, though, as he will. Maybe a little bit too close, but actually with the Everfrost, he will be fine. As Kana still having fun when it's 1v1. How about a snipe? Nope, not quite, not this time, but it should be the snipe on the turret, potentially.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're going to group up now. Doran needs to actually back off. But, you know, I was going to say, T1 in that moment, showing a little bit of hesitation, a little bit of miscommunication. Those were the things we were talking about. Now, it's not going to affect this game because they're still massively ahead, but small moments like that or where the T1 cracks begin to show sometimes, but in this game, it's just a little bit too far gone. Yeah, they fail the turn and they don't get the Baron, but they could just try it again in a few minutes anyways because they have control over the map, and that's not going to change anytime soon. They can reset and look for a second Infernal Drake here. There's just not much KT can do about it. Now, if KT actually group up and get Prio, maybe, just maybe, they can have that miracle fight. You know, Death Cap is done here for Dove. That's going to be a lot of extra damage for him coming through. It's a bit of a desperate build. It's the second item here, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures. It might be just enough to help get Doran that reset so he can start popping off in the team fight. A lot of ifs here. The kill score is even, but the compositions are really where the difference lies.
Yep. Now, you got to be careful doing this, okay? They're going to get some information now with the ward, but just charging down the lane. The ability to hard engage here on the side of KT is still there. And if they blow one person up, they begin to roll that into more. There's still an opportunity, but at this point, they are down 7,000 gold. As the Israelis will be popped, just looking for some options here.
Okay, they're going to get that Prio I was talking about, but is it really enough of an advantage here? I mean, I say they get it, but Cuz is actually on the pit itself. You can see Dove down below. Could flank if Period decides to overstep.
Yeah. Kind of like how KT are playing this. They're like, okay, one binding and maybe we can do something.
Yeah.
Otherwise, no. just back away. They do have some sustain with this Senna, but it's not going to be easy. They have pulled this Drake into a really nice spot. They can't really deny Cuz entry into this one. The Equalizer comes in, and that's going to be the easy smite. Late on the laser there, as there was no hope really of stealing that one away, and now that's 2 Infernal Drakes to T1.
2 Infernal in a row, and I don't think it'll be the last we see. With KT Rolster taking so much poke damage in this fight from the Jason, mostly the Ezreal here, Teddy doing so much, they know that there's a timing here where KT have to back, and so they're going to go over here and try to start this Baron. Now, there's vision on the Baron for KT, but just seeing the Baron alone is not going to allow you to stop it. So this is just going to be impossible to deter. As
Oh.
you mentioned, Lux used her ult. She doesn't have it. This is
They're
teleport.
going. They're trying to get in here and steal it, but they will not, as Zoran is not a jungler.
And
So-
T1 don't actually turn on him because they didn't have a whole lot of vision there. So they just decided we might as well back off because what if KT's a little bit closer than we thought?
Now this
A
CP.
little bit questionable.
Okay, Kana's really fast, but Faker less fast. He does have his Zhonya's and a flash, but he is just dead. A little bit greedy there to try to save that outer turret at this point in time. So nice equalizer will come in. T1 thinking about going in, and that's going to be the kill, but immediately traded back. As Jace is doing some insane damage, and now they don't want to get on in here, but Keria has other ideas. She'll be able to acquire yet another target. There's another slow, as Teddy is just chunking even Volibears at this point in time. Doesn't have that much armor.
You hit your Akali combo, you can get a kill, yes, but you will never win the extended fight. Not when everyone's grouped on T1. Their composition just isn't able to do that anymore. And this is just an absolute smashing right now for T1. They have total control over the game. They have the Baron buff here. They're going to push down this inhibitor. And with Dove respawning here, they can definitely look for more. 3 minutes until the Drake. But T1 have actually thrown away a lot of these leads before by getting a little bit too excited, getting a little bit too antsy. So I suppose the call is going to be to come back here. As we're going to watch this once again. Bit of an aggressive TP coming through from Kana. Then you see the landing here of Faker. But look at how much damage is actually done in this moment when we follow through. Like when we fast forward here, look at how much poke is actually onto the KT Rolster members. Everybody starts to get down to half, 2/3 health. And by the time that Jace poke is there, you can't be here anymore. So yeah, you get the 1 kill back, but that's all you can get. And with the mantra, that Keria has to actually speed boost people forward, you don't get out either as KT. Like you're not going to be able to escape.
That one segment of the replay was just a fantastic example of just how much damage there is in League of Legends right now.
Yeah,
It's like 26 minutes in, the Akali goes in, and it's about 0.15 seconds, kills a target, immediately dies herself, and you barely even see what happened. Like, everybody just dies immediately in this game, especially when there is this much damage on the Rift. So, now T1 looking for more. And I don't think they'll be denied here. There are some nice bindings and stuff like that. Dove is pretty insane with the amount of damage that he does do with his death cap.
Yeah, you have to respect him. If you don't have a gold card ready, you might be able to get out, but it's just so hard because even if you do execute a target, if you trade and die for it, then you can't threaten anybody else, and T1 just walk forward and attack. Their comp is just so easy to execute when they are grouped up like this. Doran's like, maybe I can get a stun, maybe we can get a root to follow it up, but it's so hard.
Blank nearly dies on the left side. Equalizer will easily get this in as the TP from Faker now. They've got 2 inhibitors down. And with the bat, no. Nope, they're going to run out of that, and they're just going to get out of there.
T1 is just better safe than sorry. And he has been sorry a few times, sadly, this season. Both of these telecom teams have actually had series that could have gone their way if they had ended up playing a better late game with the lead they had. Because KT has had some extremely dominant early games. T1, like I said, 25 minutes, #1 in terms of goal difference in the league, and with a 3-3 scoreline, that's pretty shocking. But what does that tell you? It tells you that sometimes the later parts of the game, even with advantages, don't go so well. So this game, they are just going to play it extremely safe because you basically cannot lose this game as T1. Like, it is almost impossible to do. Unless you make a huge mistake, you teleport the wrong spot, somebody's just walking down mid, as we've seen a few close calls for them against KT's composition. But if you are grouped on an objective, how can you lose a fight? How can you not be grouped when you have prio in mid and bot because you have 2 inhibitors? It's just, if you try to push the Nexus there and you die and lose the game, like, it's going to feel bad. I don't think they would have died. I think they would have probably won the game, but why risk it? I guess is the idea here. And now they're just going to group up for an easy 3rd Infernal Drake.
Yeah. I mean, what's better than pushing to end the game than, an extra Infernal Drake, I suppose. You thought 2 was good, but I guess 3 is even better. And it's not like KT are going to have a significant amount of time to scale up or anything like that to catch up. So might as well just do this. It's also a minute and a half for the Baron if they really wanted to just lock it down. But maybe you just take this, group up as 5 after buying all your items and go in and end the game.
If Dove actually finds Keria here, he does not have vision.
He's gonna try to get him, nearly takes him out there. You can see that Dove He was looking for the kill, but he wasn't going to stick around for very long. Trying to get in and out.
Exactly, because if you actually go, oh, I almost got it, let me go in, let me flash for this, then somehow you die, and Keria gets away because he's super speedy, and then you just can't defend your base. Their one hope in this game is actually Dove executing somebody out of position, and he almost made it happen. He was so close. That's as close as it feels like KT are going to get in this game, because you can't pull that one off. I mean, it's just, you're not going to get opportunities like that much more with one controller, one sect of vision on the whole map, one pocket for Dove to find an advantage in.
Yeah.
And it's just, you know, 20% of a health bar too low damage. He's got a Zhonya's now, right? So, I mean, there is an opportunity in an extended fight for them to pop off if all the damage comes through. It's, you know, if you're a KT fan right now, this game feels like from the draft you were a little bit worried, but it is just your worst nightmare. And you're hoping for a better draft in game 2.
Yeah, try to reset this one and pretend it didn't happen if you are a KT fan. But we'll see. I mean, the game isn't over, although it certainly does feel that way. We'll see if KT can get any picks. That's really the name of the game here. As now Teddy's kind of just going 1v4.
Yeah, worst case scenario is Dove to lose health because he needs to be full to actually get in and actually execute that combo and kill somebody. If he's at even, you know, 3/4 health, he might actually die before he gets that kill.
Yeah. It's just, again, I mean, you look at these compositions, even if it was even, like, you can't get near them as KT. Like, you're always going to be held at arm's length, and there's not really much you can do unless you find an engage, a hard angle.
Yeah, or somebody makes a mistake, right?
Yeah.
And now Dove he's cleaning up the base. This is a 4v5 fight that KT can't take. Doran's trying to flank.
And at this point, I don't think they even want to flip Barons. They're just going to go for the kills as somehow Blank will survive. Actually, TP does come in. Teddy a little bit overstepping his boundaries, but you can see that Senna just dies. Dove is trying his best, but at this point, buddy, it's a little bit too late. So that's going to be 3 kills. Teleports will come in, and T1 will look to end this game.
Very impressive, you know, adaptation here from T1 in the draft. Their draft ended up being a lot cleaner. They dealt with the Akali super well. She'll be 0-3 now.
Yeah.
In recent games.
And they're looking for more. Curry's going to be taken down by the Fountain, but his sacrifice is not in vain, as even the equalizer was available after all that. That's game number 1, easily taken here by T1. There were a couple of, like, minor hiccups. They weren't even real hiccups. It's like when you swallow water the wrong way or something. And they were totally fine.
Yeah.
They just easily crushed them here in game 1.
They had a composition.
Fun to play against Lucian as either of these champions.